of more young girls. The Twitlonger then explained that the two had begun talking when she was 14, Jakishi was 18 or 19, and that heated in the chat pretty quickly. The two had joked about sending pictures to each other, which they would eventually do, and had also talked about meeting up, quote, "If we would have met up that summer, I would have been 15 while he was 20, alone in a hotel with a man who said that he would try to not make sexual advances on me."
Whoa.
The post concluded by stating, "I can no longer ignore it, as his audience of young and impressionable girls is growing by the second. I blocked him on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram several months ago after we eventually grew apart, and have not spoken to him since. I also know that I was not the only underage girl that he was sexual with." Ren had all of the screenshots to match, and with the expose receiving over 50,000 likes, it was only going to be so long until Dream realized what was going on, who would take to his private Twitter in a post reading, "Remove Demetrius from the SMP for gross accusations that he also confirmed privately were accurate. No questions, no toleration. Disgusted and incredibly disappointed. We'll never let things like this stop me from trying to uplift members of the community and smaller content creators. It's part of what makes our community great. So stick together, be there for people who need it, and always be safe online." However, Jakishi being removed from the Dream SMP was really only the beginning of his problems. On the original expose, a user by the name of Mackerel had replied by stating, "My friend had a bad experience with him too," indicating that Jakishi may have been a repeat offender. Well, over the next 24 hours, 18 different people came forward explaining that they had had a similar experience. We talked on Discord and it started out innocent until he suggested that we add each other.
This guy thought he was Tiger
He'd bring up my
Woods.
age pretty often and always ask me if I never tell
Woods,
anyone because he doesn't want to get exposed like he is right now. Like this was his biggest fear. He brought it up so often that I don't know how I missed the fact that he had other victims. The funny thing is that after I turned 18, he never interacted with me in a sexual way again. I was a young minor, 12 to 14, not saying specific age. I told him I wasn't comfortable with those jokes and how he needed to stop. He never stopped. He continued. I didn't want to completely cut connection with him because I trusted him. He was my best friend and I didn't want to lose the person I enjoyed talking to. We were 11/12, we lied about our age and said I was 13. We were on a Discord server with Jakishi. We ended up DMing each other because of a mutual friend and became pretty good friends. At first he seemed nice and we had a pretty normal relationship, but about a month or so in, it became very weird. He would ask to call us constantly even when I said no, and make NSFW jokes to us even when we said we were uncomfortable. By the following day, the count of allegations had reached 30, and by the end of the week, approximately 41 people had come forward, all of which citing a very similar experience. Jakishi's bizarre post from earlier, requesting that his fans apply to be his children, had suddenly aged incredibly poorly, to the extent that he didn't even try to issue any kind of apology, and instead simply disappeared from the internet. His Twitch channel was terminated for breaking terms of service, while he deleted every single video from his YouTube channel. His TikTok was deleted, his Instagram was erased, and even his merch store was taken down completely. The only piece of remaining Jakishi social media is his Twitter, which sits vacant following his final tweet of nothing more than the word Minecraft with a smiley face. So where is he now? Jakishi was smart enough to never give out his surname, possibly because he knew he might end up in this situation, and as a result there's very little info on what ended up happening to him. There are Reddit threads such as this one questioning whatever happened to Jakishi after the drama, although besides from some people hoping that he ended up in prison, the only information we have is, for all we know, he disappeared.
Bro, why are these Minecraft guys? God damn! That was so fucking cringe though, just watch. Holy shit. Dream stole my foreskin. Janitor, the 11 months. Blaze for Marley. Z Days at the follow. Julius the Goat, thanks to follow. XQC had the same problem. Dude, I think it's more just genetics than that, but I mean, I could try to, I guess. Patrick CC, yeah, he's pretty good. What up, Z Days? What up, Abolish? I see you, bro. What up, Abolish? What up, baby? What's up, blood? Patrick CC's a bozo. Alright, based off of what? You're a fucking bozo. We watched all this shit already.
What's up? We live from the wig. What's up? None of that 6ix9ine.
You can say home of the brave, you feel me? Because you gotta be brave to live in here, bro.
No, God, we go grip the fire.
Say, yo, watch me. If nobody got me, they not got me. They sloppy. That's the reason I've been moving wacky, copy. I be staying low-key where the Gotti. Young king, give me the crown just like I'm Ali.
Culture changed a little bit, bro. Back in the day, I had no problem coming
Bro,
out.
go inside your house.
Everybody open it up, bro. Like,
We in Bushwick.
Bushwick.
We back.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a no funny shit, bro. Still humble, you heard. Came up over morals, loyalty, and respect.
it ain't hook vlogs for no reason. Really.
Hey, Buffon. Hey, you know what, Buffon? If that's what goes down, is that okay with you or no? What do you think, Buffon? Is that okay with you? All right, Blaze Rod, is that a problem with you? No, it ain't. All right, so Blaze Rod and Buffon, both of you guys have a problem. How do you think that we're gonna come to the solution to this fucking problem here right now? You agree this shit's ass. So now we have T6, Dick Rod, whatever his fucking name is, and the other asshole. Buffon. Alright, so stop watching mid. Alright, so Buffon, here's what we're gonna do. The first one of you three who insults their dad the most gets to stay. Whoever doesn't, the other two are getting banned. So let's see how nature runs its course right now, guys. Alright, let's see who shit talks their dad first here, guys. Pack you in the hell? Alright, fine. Fucking piece of shit.
Outside, dude, this shit. New York, this legal was in the trenches with the gangsters.
Yeah, I saw that anomaly. Crazy J 435. It's not going to be a long stay for you. So with that being said, pick a number, dude. I'm on no sleep, dude. I told you this is how it's going to be. All right. So Crazy J, let's see what happens, dude. Crazy J, pick your number, dude. The number has to be over 1.3 million. Jay, you have 10 seconds to pick the number. I'm banning you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You really just think you're not going to type anything? What did he type? 69 billion? Okay. Remove from the broadcast. Another fucking ban. God.
Yo, it's your boy Nico Worldwide back with another hood vlog.
All right, Banzi, at one chatter and say goodbye to them before you're also packed away into dust right now, dude. All right, Banzi, pick one chatter to say goodbye to before we get you up out of here, bro. Send you on your way, dude. At one person to say something to. You're getting banned no matter what you say or do, so I want you to say goodbye to one person. Who do you want to say goodbye to? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blow sperms, okay. Remove from the broadcast. All right, that's enough.
Man, right now we in Brooklyn, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. We with some real ones. They gonna tell you about where we at, man. Hey, shit finna get real out here, man. Shit finna.
Tummy Bumbler, pick a number over 1.7 trillion right now, dude. Tummy Bumbler, pick a number, dude. What's up, Downey Don? $1.71 trillion. Okay. Remove from the broadcast. OWPPS. Pick your number as well, dude. All right, get you gone. All right, let's compensate you. Let me compensate you. Pick your number, dude. All right. Pick your number, dude. Pick your number. All right, okay. Bye. Holy shit. Bye. Remove from the broadcast. All right, let's try it again.
Get real out here, man. Yeah. Let's do it, baby. Brooklyn, baby. Hey, man, y'all see it. Bush.
Wild KTVS. Pick a number, dude. Wildy, whatever your name is. 1 second. All right, 8 hours. Remove from the broadcast.
Bushwick Ave right behind me, man. Legendary shit. Hey, man, who we here with?
Outside, you heard?
YG Hammer, pick a number, man.
AKA Tay Mills, you heard?
Yeah.
Outside making the movement, man. Bushwick.
Hey, that boy be doing
Zerks,
his thing
pick a
too,
number.
man. Y'all gonna see it, man. What's good, man?
What up? Infamous J on Instagram, you heard? Don't talk too much.
For sure. Hell yeah. Hey, man, tell them a little bit about where we are right now. We got the Bushwick Ave in the back, man.
This Bushwick, I just grew up here.
I just grew up here.
You can say home of the brave, you feel me? Because you gotta be brave to live in here, bro. Like, mad shit go down here, nigga. Like, I could tell stories for days, bro. We finna bring you in there in a minute.
What up, Lance? How you doing?
You know, like, I ain't gonna lie, Bushwick made a little name for itself. You know, everybody know that style right down the block, Marcy. Everybody came,
Marcy
you know, we got
Projects
Jay-Z, we
down
got
there.
mad heads out here, from, you know, big names too, so. It's active though. Y'all about to go inside and
If any one of those guys you want to get them banned, you can buy an ashtray or a grinder.
Like, comment, subscribe. We really.
If you don't want to buy an ashtray or grinder, then your mouth's probably going to get used as an ashtray and your asshole's probably going to get used as a grinder.
Outside with it, never inside. You know the vibes, man. Let's go.
We go worldwide, man. We go worldwide. It ain't hood vlogs for no reason. We really outside, nigga. We do this shit. New York, this shit illegal as fuck. Don't give a fuck.
2 months is too long. Well, your mom had to keep you in her just absolutely destroyed stomach for 9 months, so you'll be all right.
This shit is legendary, man. Just for y'all at home, man. This is my first time.
Seriously, with all the fast food she consumed during her pregnancy with you, I'm surprised you even came out as a normal human being.
I'm in Brooklyn, man. For real. So it's different, man. For real.
Fact, bro. You already know, all vibes, all love. Niggas happy to have Miko out here, bro. Be doing your thing, homie. You already know, bro.
Sure. Yeah. What's some of the big names,
Trying to make
man,
it underwater?
that come from Brooklyn in general, man? Like whether it's like rappers, like any rappers.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Cause I know
You got
you said Jay-Z.
Yeah, but for the main like top of the line artists, I would say you got Jay-Z. That's number one.
For sure.
Like when you think of Jay-Z, when you think of New York, that's one of the first names. You know what I'm saying? That come to head. You know?
For sure.
You got
Jay, you got 5B.
You got one of the drill rappers out there. RP, Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole
Spitwall, you think you're gonna make it tonight or no?
Like we all connected, bro. It's bigger than what it is, bro. Like.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Spitball, you were having fun earlier. I noticed things are different now. What happened? Do something? What do you mean? What should I do? We are doing something. You do something.
We all connected.
For sure. That's what's up, man.
Vinny, pick a number.
Damn. All right, this area right here, what's this called?
Yeah, all right, so this right here, this A6ionman, I would say the Mecca just because it's on the front, on the Ave, but to be real, there's other active buildings crazy out here. But yeah, this one of the main front corner buildings. Ain't even the first building, but this is like one of the main
Your
ones.
coworker practices witchcraft? Nice. What's up, Jake Valerie? What's up, Alyssa? What's up, AJ? What up, Robin?
Mecca of the project.
What up, Downy Down? What up, Method Oakland? What up, everybody? What up, Hypoxic?
You ain't from outside. You're not an outside person. You're not on this side of the project. Like you in the front in the Ave. You feel me? This is the dangerous part back here. This is where the gorillas at.
What's up, Lone Wolf? What's up, Chloe? What up, KRZ? What up, Ac7ionman?
When that night full, police out here patrolling. Shit get crazy, man.
For sure. Let me show them real quick. Y'all see the sign, man? Bushwick Ave shit. We outside with it, yeah.
Yeah, we outside with it. It's where Bames, guys. This is where Bames is from, everyone.
Niggas know what's going on, man. Real Bushwick shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on, but don't fall for the fuck shit. You heard? Like, follow my IG too. You heard? Montevelli man, Facebook Montevelli man. I'm going crazy. I'm putting on. I'm the voice before Dirk. Word of my mother. Niggas know that. Like, dead ass. But I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of shit going on, man. I ain't gonna talk too much for the camera, but if you know, man. Tap in, man. I got a lot of good shit going on. New shit on the way.
Yeah, this video does suck. Let's put on something else. I want to watch this. Is there any TOS in this shit? The Bushwick Bill? God damn.
Trying to double up the profit. I don't work inside a trap. I don't got no fiends knocked, but my.
I mean, I guess they could if they want to.
I've peed on a tree before.
I mean,
3, 2, 1, let it rip! Restart mission! 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Come on! Bro.
What is the craziest thing that's ever gone down at a furry convention?
Jesus Christ. There's been a lot of crazy shit that happens at these cons behind closed doors.
We've never been to a convention like this before. Tell us what we can expect.
Why is anybody doing this, though?
A lot of weirdos in full garb such as this.
Okay, I've heard that the after parties here are a little bit wild. What can you tell me about that?
They go hard. We're a bunch of party animals.
Okay, how long have you been a furry?
Oh geez, probably since high school. I graduated 2016.
Like teens?
Yeah.
Was it kind of like coming out?
Yeah, for a lot of people it is, yeah.
So guys, Jordan Stone 32 is actually sneak dissing right now. In case you guys saw that comment right there, it was a little sneak diss. You're right, dude. I haven't slept in over 24 hours. I'm exhausted. I have to reset my schedule. I told you this stream is gonna be dog shit. You're gonna hate me. Shit streamer. I'm a piece of shit. You're so bored. You fucking hate my guts. God. This is why Spunky left. Spunky got fucking banned for first degree sneak dissing at 11:32 in the morning on a fucking Wednesday.
Anything on your mind?
We're just people. We're just people in animal costumes. It's like, come up, say hi.
They could have chosen anything in the world. Being in a gang, being a cowboy, but they chose being a furry. And we're gonna find out why. I'm Tommy G and I'm here with...
Alright, Spitwell, bye, asshole.
And basically, he's a white German Shepherd that was stolen and murdered. Unfortunately, that's why his teeth is sewn up together and his eyes have X's in them, which means that he's dead.
So you are a dead white German Shepherd?
Yes. He's also made out of candy. If you were to take a bite of me, I would taste like green apple Jolly Rancher.
How did the story develop?
My friend made the character. He was originally based off of their schizophrenia. I kind of based it more off of my latent kleptomania that I accidentally have.
You have latent kleptomania?
Yeah, it's accidental.
What the heck is going on right here?
It's a reindeer parade. I work 2 jobs, one at a chicken strip place, and I work at Little Caesars.
How much did you spend on your suit?
$800, but that's just because
Fortnite tonight? At some point, man. I don't know, man. Just let me just do nothing. I gotta reset my schedule, man. My body's giving up live on stream.
About $4,000 Australian.
Mine was 4,500.
Wow.
Starting 5,000.
Do you speak?
Why?
Only woof? Do you make any noise?
$5,000 to make an absolute asshole out of yourself. God damn, some of you guys are actually making an ass out of yourself for a lot less. So I want to say congratulations on being a smarter socioeconomic version.
How can I communicate with you, Sam? Your sign caught my attention.
Oh,
over 18 bug.
Yes, that's right here for you.
And is this a moth or is this a...
That one's a moth, yes, but there is plenty more bugs in there. Artist is right here. I'm just a beef chick helping him out.
Okay.
This is bug.
Tell me about bug. I've never seen it before and I am intrigued right now.
Well, see, all I make is bug people content, which includes pornography.
These are pretty graphic bug images right now. Woo!
This is something.
No?
That's a fan favorite.
A fan favorite. If I had to confess to you, if I was caught with this in my room and someone saw me, I would be
thinking with this and things.
I think that people being able to meet their own
sexuality mixed into this event, and I'm going to explore it further. So, we've heard a lot of the people so far claim that there's nothing sexual going on here.
Zoophiles are not allowed in this fandom.
Zoophile, like sex with animals?
Yes.
Probably the biggest misconception is that furries are like degenerate, sexual deviants.
No one likes being in the real world. It's all about fantasy.
There's a very fine line between like the actual zoophile and the furry stuff.
But a lot of the undertones are very sexual. I draw your attention to some of these.
They're a bit mixed on it, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
I don't quite get it. My family's heavy Republican, they just don't understand. They feel like just be safe, so they don't care.
Is this something that your folks
what
back
the
home know
fuck
about,
am I watching right now?
It's kind of a little mixed. I just say that I do art.
What do your folks think about your furry lifestyle?
I mean, they're okay with it. They're just glad I'm having fun.
What would hold you back from telling your parents?
My dad is really judgmental. He talks about it and is like, I can't believe these people do this.
I'm Tommy, I'm here with.
Alu.
Tell me about your character.
It's been part of me since like over 7 years ago.
You could have been in a motorcycle gang, you could have been in the Illuminati. You're here. Tell me about that.
Alyssa with the sub gift, Yojo at the 4 months, Rhino claps, Lauren.
What do you do by
And
day?
with the follow, my body is giving up, dude. This is so fucked.
This event in 3 words.
I am Ziggs, thanks to follow.
Excuse me? You're the first bird I've seen all day.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I'm part deer falcon, part hawk.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
I'm getting fat.
Furniture.
I lost weight.
Furniture.
Predator.
When you're not here, what
That's
do you do
me,
by
baby.
day?
That's me.
Just hang around the nest.
What's your plan
for the day? I'm a beast.
That's pretty gnarly. So it sounds like your family is behind you on this. So it wasn't hard to tell them, hey, I'm part hawk, part falcon?
They laid the eggs, not me.
I'm Tommy and I'm here with?
Sen.
Finn?
Sen.
Sen? How do you identify?
I'm they, them.
Okay, and what is that pink? Is that a harness for walking?
Yeah.
My dog Frank has one kind of like that. Okay, so here we are walking up to the adult annex,
dog.
which is where the inappropriate side of furryism takes place. We're gonna explore that.
Yeah, I don't think we are, dude. Man, this is gonna be impossible. All right, we can do this. Man, this is impossible. Marshawn Lynch?
Is that a permanent gold grill? Or can you take them off?
We did the Hezbollah video.
How can you afford that? Control 2 Baker 13. From the indents in the concrete, it looks like he drove quite some ways on the rim.
Tourette's girl.
I don't know, any calls with a vehicle matching this description?
Hey, Seedwell, we're watching a video, stupid. Why don't your smooth brain receptors try to watch it? Still fasting? No. No, I'm not, bro. Jesus Christ. Bro, dude, last night was sick. This totally makes sense. Can't wait for his lawyers to see this one. All right, we're gonna have to issue a plea deal for this one, buddy. We're gonna go for some probation here. Yeah, we're gonna go for some probation here, little guy.
Control 2 Baker 13. The passenger side.
Is he serious with this?
A flat as well.
Why? What is he doing? Have you guys seen this? What is it? What is a guy of his stature doing this for? What is he doing? He was watching it. Blaze Rod, I'm done, man. Have a fucking shit rest of your life. Alright? I wish you and your family the worst. If I wasn't live on Twitch, I'd say way fucking more. Remove from the broadcast. This beast mode right here. What's up, Iceberg 2007? How you doing, man? Bunny, thank you for the 16 months. Much love. Appreciate you. Reaction where? What are you talking about? How do you even know what a reaction is, crazy? You grew up watching your parents not giving you any. officer? You gonna call this in here? What's going on? Dude, he was sagging. But he was sagging low, dude. Fuck pants, baby. You want to keep your pants lower than your penis. He probably has a big ass dick though, so it might not be.
Two Baker 63, two Baker 13. What's your ETA?
We could ask Spitwall or Spitwall's dad. They'd probably know.
Totaled. We destroyed the engine. It's laying on the ground.
Falcon, we're not gonna do it tonight, man. Falcon, I read about 50 to 60 stupid comments from you yesterday, man. Tonight we're not gonna do 2.
White, orange, and black Nike shoes. I need a larger BMA. I've never seen somebody drive a car to the point where the rim is totally gone. And you can see where it came from.
Still sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Did you run it, the VIN?
Let me ask the chat in here. Let me ask a few of you guys in here right now something, man. If you don't want to watch the video, have you thought about closing out of the stream, you dense fucking retards? How has that thought not dawned on you yet? There's nothing keeping you in the stream. You can literally close out of the stream. There's not an imaginary force keeping you in the stream to watch the video, you fucking retard. All right, my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Scoobs paid me to be here.
I think that's just the way the seat is sitting.
Bro, is he alive? Oh my god.
How are you?
Bro, how do you get that drunk?
You don't know? Why not? You know where you're at? Is this your car? It's not your car? Whose car is it? Do you know who you are?
Bro, he is gone,
No,
dude.
you don't know who you are?
He's gone, dude.
Okay. Did you steal the car?
How are you this fucked up
Yes.
behind the wheel of a car right now?
You said you don't know whose car it is. Just asking. It's better like that? Well, I guess if you're going to destroy a car, it shouldn't be your own, I guess. You got an ID card? You got any weapons? No? What do you do for a living?
What up? Thank you, Lo. How you doing, buddy?
Everything?
Dude, my body is
Is that a
shutting
permanent
down,
gold
boys.
grill?
Fuck, dude. This is so bad,
Or can
bro.
you take them off?
I don't know if I can stream like
They're
this.
permanent? How can you afford that? You don't know what you do for a living, or your name, or whose car it is. You know where you're coming from?
This guy rear-ended you?
Nope, sure don't. It ain't gonna go
I bet
nowhere.
you sniffing and snorting something in there, aren't you, shorty?
This car is broke. You know where you're coming from? Where were you coming from? Where's home? You know the address?
If you're getting sleepy, go to sleep. If you're getting sleepy, go to sleep, dude. There's a bunch of other streamers that are live right now that didn't do a fucking 2-day vitamin binge and bodies are collapsing live.
Where were you headed to? You were headed home? Yeah? Where'd you stop in between? Right here. Man, you're just full of awesome answers today.
He said you're welcome.
Are you able to get out of the car?
What does he think he's gonna do? Sleep his way through this?
Huh? If you want to. Okay. So you gonna get out for me? No? Kind of what I thought. He saw you move or felt you move or something. He asked why you're still making moves over there.
This guy's doing the John Belushi right now.
A lot. Hey, just out of curiosity, how's one supposed to wear their seatbelt if they plug it in and then sit on top of it? Yeah, well, she said he's not getting out.
No?
He'll get out if he wants to, but he doesn't want to.
Okay.
Get out for him.
Hey guys, just you're running back for the last 10 years. Just acting like a total retard on the side of a road. Champagne Barbie, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate you. Bro, what are you doing?
Only because he was talking to you and he doesn't like me over here. Try to find out what his name is. I know he said he doesn't have an ID.
No, he said he doesn't know his name.
Oh, he doesn't?
Yeah, he said you want to ask him if he knows his name today? Because he said he didn't know.
Hey, bud, do you know your name? Okay. You need medical at all? No, no medical? All right.
What's your name, bud? What is it? Terrell? What's your last name? Say it again. Nietzsche?
Is he giving him a fake name?
Can you spell it for me? O-I-N-C-H? Oh, L-Y-N-C-H. Gotcha. I'm hard of hearing. What's your birthday?
I mean, they might recognize him and wonder what the fuck's going on.
You from here, bud? Where you from? From Las Vegas? No? Yeah? Okay. And this is your car, right? Yeah? Say what? You stole it?
He's fucking with him.
She asked you if it was yours. You shook your head no, and she said, all right, cool. Did you steal it? And you shook your head
Got you, Jordan.
yes. Listen, it is what it is, all right? We didn't say we believed you. Is it your car? You borrowing it?
What up, Slay? Love you too, buddy.
Not registered, so we're just trying to figure out who it belongs to.
Isn't he like a Hall of Fame running back? Like, is he going to the Hall, or is he not going to the
You
Hall?
want to tell me who it belongs to? You didn't. You what? It belongs to you?
Yeah. So he's like one of the greatest of all time, just doing this? Wild to me. I'm doing good, fairy godmother. Jordan Dabs, thank you for the 5 gifted, baby. I appreciate you, brother. Getting us near 6K again, bro. Do a wild. I'm not doing shit. I don't know how much long. I'm going to try to stay as live as long as I can. This is just me resetting my schedule, man. I can't do this schedule that I'm on going live at 9 p.m. This shit has to get reset. What's up, Dirty? I'm glad you like my pants. Yeah, guys, we need to get some ashtray and grinder sales going on here. What's up, Brandon JW7? What's up, Helicopter Mike? Love you too. Yeah, I'm sore.
Terrell, you want to tell me what happened to the tires of this car?
Dude, they're being so nice to him. I mean, dude, the cops are being just way too nice to him, to be honest. Like, what the fuck is this? I know, fairy godmother, but I have to sell out of these first. You know what I mean? What up, diabetic?
Terrell, you need more phones. You don't have enough. How many phones you got? None.
He looks kind of terrible in this picture or in this video. I mean,
when you stole it. Ever been cited or arrested before? No. Hmm. Do you have a driver's license? What state's it from? Nevada?
can they not run his plate? I don't know what's going on. This is bizarre.
What'd you hit with the car? Now what? Did you hit somebody with the car? No? Did you hit anything with the car? No?
They don't know who he is. I mean, I didn't recognize him, and I watched him play for years, so I don't know.
I have never, ever seen somebody drive a car till the rim disappeared. Like you drove it till there was no rim left.
What's up, baby Ray? How you doing?
I've never seen that happen before. The engine was drug on the ground.
like, what was he doing? Like, he got lucky he didn't hit anybody, dude. Like, what? He could have really gotten in trouble and gotten his ass sued brutally if he hit someone. If he hits someone and hurts them in an accident, that's the best thing that could have ever happened to the other person. As long as there's no like permanent injury, it's the best thing that could happen to him. Literally.
My shit retard dad just came home and is going to pound my gullet. Also free mellow smile.
Motherfuckers would jump in front of the car. That's Marshawn Lynch driving. Oh, fuck my leg.
How much did you have to drink? You don't drink? Do drugs? No?
"20-minute
She
interaction."
destroyed the car. No, he's kind of gave us a name, but I can't find him.
Pull him out of the car, dude. Have these police officers never apprehended a suspect before? Alright guys, it's Marshawn Lynch. Let's send our 4 biggest retards. Let's send the C team.
Right now, if you don't get out of the vehicle, you're going to be charged with obstructing an investigation.
Damn it, Bobby.
That is a
Thank you for the
criminal
11 months of the
offense, and you will
tier
go to
2, bro. I love you so much too, bro. You're my guy, man. Thanks for all you do, bro. I love you. For real, you're my boy.
There's not
The extra
different
love, man. I
kinds, there's only
appreciate
one
you.
kind. Okay, 'cause I've already
Thank you,
explained it to
Menrick75 for following the stream,
Failure
man.
to obey a command by an officer or lawful order is obstructing. So this is your last chance. Step out of the vehicle for us.
Everything is understandable.
Okay.
Okay, step out, please.
All I'm asking is, why will I not be pulled out?
Go to get on your permit.
Bro, what are you doing, Marshawn Lynch?
No more games today. What kind of games? He does smell like alcohol. Oh, I do smell it. Yep. So right now you're being arrested for the suspicion of DUI.
DUI.
Yeah, I need to. You can get one.
Do you have a DUI unit available?
These cops were very professional and very nice, dude. Anybody else would have been out of that car in 5 minutes or less.
Onto the side.
Marshawn Lynch is insanely in the wrong on this one. And I like Marshawn Lynch, dude. Like, I'm a fan of Marshawn Lynch. Nah, I don't think race would have mattered in this situation that much, dude. If a guy's sitting in a fucking car, I mean, like, what do you mean if he was black? He was black. Look how much leeway he got. I can't name the team. He played for the Seahawks, dude. Suck dicks. Is, not was. You know what I'm saying. Was as in reference to when. And, I don't know. The Oregon Ducks. Look at the rim. I know.
Alright, sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. There we go. Stand up. Where's your car? Where's your car?
Oh, I'm right over there.
Go grab it over here.
Got it?
What? Because your car is going to be towed.
Honestly, dude, I was really surprised at how fucking retarded that was. That was so stupid, dude.
What's up, it's your boy King.
King Von was one of the most feared BDs coming out of the south side of Chicago, with having been speculated to have been involved in over 7 murders. This King Von story is truly a crazy story and will have you wondering, how did a serial killer make it out of the streets of Chicago to make it to be one of the biggest drill rappers of all time? This is Top Trend TV, and this is the real crazy story of King Von.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
God, dude, why did they have to
Bennett,
take him?
King
No.
Von, was born on August 9th,
No,
1994.
he was so awesome.
Violence stemmed early in his life, with his father being a BD, plus he was known to be a killer and was known to be one of the richest BDs on the south side of Chicago. And the level that King Von's father was at created a lot of haters for him. And King Von would only have a short time spent with him because when he was only about 11 years old, his father was shot by a sniper after a drug deal gone wrong.
Jesus.
On July 31st, 2005, with no father,
a sniper,
and King Von found his pad.
Motherfucker was playing Call of Duty, like what?
At only the age of 13, King Von originally comes from the Killer Ward 078 YKN set, but later moved to Parkway Garden, which they.
This isn't a good video. Dude's voice is so fucking stale too.
On September 25th, 2012, King Von, a member of O-Block, would encounter a rival Southside Chicago gang member by the name of K.I. on a local train ride. K.I. is a member of STL, which stands for St. Lawrence, a street in which most STL gang members reside on. STL and O-Block have had a strong hatred for each other for years, and the rivalry between the two gangs has resulted in many casualties. When King Von and K.I. spotted each other on the train, the two immediately began to get physical, with King Von landing several punches to K.I.'s face. After the incident, King Von logged onto Twitter and tweeted about the altercation with K.I., claiming that an opposing gang member got caught with their guard down on the train. K.I. would then begin to tweet about the situation herself by saying that her ear and arm are messed up. K.I. followed that tweet by also saying that she only has a bruise on her face and that she's not tripping because her .40 caliber firearm would put a hole in King Von's face. This situation stemming from the altercation on the train
here?
would
Why?
soon
What did
become
he
the
do?
start of King Von and K.I. frequently communicating with each other on social media. Just 4 days after the train incident, K.I. would tweet, "Retweet if you think I look good," in which King Von would retweet shortly after. 3 days later, K.I. would get into another altercation on the train, but this time with Lil Scud, an O-Block member who is friends with King Von. K.I. was eager to let this be known and quickly tweeted out that she beat up Lil Scud and to let King Von know that she isn't someone to be messed with. After 30 minutes of no replies, K.I. would tweet directly at King Von explaining how she beat up Lil Scud all by herself and that he didn't even get one punch on her. King Von would eventually reply stating that K.I. is about that life and that he may be in love with her. K.I. would respond to this by calling King Von gay. Von clearly didn't appreciate that and told K.I. not to do that and ended the conversation by saying he would treat K.I. right. King Von would soon begin to direct message K.I. on Twitter with his first DM being, "What up? I'm trying to change you and upgrade you. I want to nail something. What's up?" K.I. would appear to be somewhat shocked by these DMs, but King Von would respond the next day, saying that it wasn't him who sent the first message, and then goes on to say that he likes K.I. for real, and that when the gang war in Chicago is over with, that he is going to be with her. K.I. would then go on to tell King Von that she heard a rumor in the streets that O-Block is trying to kill her. King Von would respond to those claims, stating that what she heard was true, but he doesn't think he could do it because he thinks she's actually cool. The two then discuss when they are going to stop gangbanging, to which they both reveal they believe that they are both going to die in the gang war. K.I. then goes on to say that
that
she
makes
thinks O-Block
sense.
feels threatened by her, to which King Von would respond,
Stupid assholes.
"Look, I'm not trying to mess with you, so why are you trying to mess with me? We are just trying to get whoever. It's not like we are in a rush to get you. But I had a 9mm on me when I saw you riding my bike. And I was going to grab you, but the police were right there.
Stupid.
The girl with me also had a 7mm when we saw you on the train. If we were really trying to get you, I would have took my chances then." K.I. soon responds by shouting out STL and states that she is ready to go to war with anybody. Von then tells her that she doesn't always have to act tough, to which K.I. says, "Treat enemies like enemies." What do you expect? The next morning, K.I. would start off the day by dissing Odie Perry, a respected member of Wick City who was
Little
fatally
what,
shot just
6
a few years
months?
prior.
No
King Von
bullshit,
would see
5
this tweet
months.
And respond with, "See, that's why you keep getting beat up." K.I. then tells King Von,
Well, I guess tell Iller that his account's banned, I guess. I don't know.
After I beat you up, but I
how is his account not working? How do I have how are there retards everywhere?
Leave it in the streets. Shortly after this Twitter interaction, King Von would go outside looking for K.I. and ended up running into a group of rival gang members at the local corner store. According to King Von, the rival members were scared of him and had the store employees lock the door to
Free Tory? Fuck Tory.
Von would tweet about this as soon as it happened, to which K.I. would respond by saying she is on her way. King Von would quickly tell her
It's
not
probably
to come
Shadow
since he was
Man.
already leaving the store
Trolling and
anyways.
shit.
K.I. responds by calling Von funny and says she'll come to wherever he
I'ma
is at,
come to
which
you,
Von
B.
responds by telling K.I. to be smart. 4 days later, King Von and K.I. would continue talking.
Spelling the word
DMs
come,
after
C-U-M?
K.I. would message Von with,
The fuck?
"Where are you at? Come outside." Von would quickly respond to K.I. with a simple, "Don't mess with me," to which K.I. would reply back, taking a slight dig at O-Block and the work they're doing in the streets. King Von would then ask K.I. if she wants to have a shootout with him, to which K.I. would shockingly respond with, "Hell yeah, you and your friend T-Roy."
Yeah, man,
King
I'm
Von
down.
didn't seem to take this very seriously and responded back with #very scary. K.I. then states that she was just around O-Block and didn't see anybody outside. Von would soon reply saying that they're busy with other things, but that they will see them soon. K.I. would then tell King Von that she thinks they are scared of them, to which King Von replies with a simple, "Ha." The conversation would then go dark for 3 days until King Von would randomly message K.I. saying, "What's up? When are you gonna let your hair down and put on a tight dress for me?
sneak
I would risk
dissing.
my life to get some of that."
So not worth
K.I.
it.
did not respond to this message. After that message,
How
the two
is any
didn't
of this
speak to each
worth
other
it?
for about a week. But
So
then on October
stupid.
24th, 2012,
Dying
K.I.
for
would announce
sneak
on Twitter
dissing.
that she would be going to Swisher Sweets, a popular store located in O-Block territory. King Von would reply to this tweet moments later saying, "Don't do that. Today is not the day." K.I. would then respond by saying that she never even sees King Von despite the fact that she's always outside. Von would then say, "I saw you before, right or wrong." K.I. would respond with, "Yeah, but ever since then I feel like you've been hiding because I've been coming through your territory ever since." King Von replies with, "I've been going to Rhodes, but I think when you come over here, I be over here." K.I. ends the conversation with a
Jesus,
simple
they're both so
LOL.
stupid.
2 days later, K.I. would suddenly post a tweet stating that King Von was a goofy who got beat up by her friend FBG Butta just 2 years prior. King Von would see this tweet and soon reply back saying, "And you know the other stuff I did to you guys, right?" To which K.I. would say, "You think you're drilling, but you need practice." King Von fires back by denying that he needs drilling practice, in which K.I. responds by saying, "Von is saying too much for Twitter, and that Von's friend Sheroid, an O-Block member who was fatally shot a few months prior, knows about her." King Von then laughs at K.I. for saying,
Dying
"OMG,"
for
then
sneak
proceeds to
dissing.
tell her that she can ask her dead friends about him.
Wow.
3 days later, K.I. would tweet at King Von saying, "I want to meet King Von face to face," in which Von would respond with, "LOL, you don't really want that, Kira." K.I. would then respond with, "See, you don't think I'm tough." 4 days later, K.I. would once again tweet at King Von, saying that she hopes people in O-Block don't actually call Von King Von, and that it's suspect if you do. King Von would respond back by claiming that he earned the name King Von. K.I. responds by bringing up the fact that Von used to get beat up back in the day. Von replied back laughing at the fact that K.I. was even talking about getting beat up, and that if it wasn't for guns, he would be walking up and down their block all day. 6 days later, King Von would make a tweet about K.I. saying that she sounds good on the phone. This would indicate that King Von and K.I. physically talked on the phone with each other and didn't just message each other back and forth on social media. Von would also make a tweet several hours later complaining that K.I. hasn't answered her phone all day. King Von would eventually get arrested on November 20th, 2012 for unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. This arrest led to King Von sitting behind bars for over a year. While behind bars, King Von's sister, Kayla B, tweeted at K.I. telling her that Von misses her and that she should go and visit him in jail. K.I. responded with LOL, but Kayla B followed up insisting that her brother King Von really wanted to see her. On February 11th, 2014, King Von was released from jail, and one of the first things he did following his release was tweet to K.I. saying, "What's up? You don't miss me?" K.I.
What
would
up,
quickly
Sarah? How are
respond
you?
with, "What's up? When are we linking up?" King Von would then respond by asking why she never came and visited him in jail after allegedly saying she would. KI would not reply directly to this tweet, but moments later tweeted, "How does it feel to lose your friend while behind bars?" referring to the death of J Money, one of the top members of O Block who was fatally shot during Von's incarceration. King Von wouldn't say anything about the tweet, but would later tweet RIP J Money in honor of him. KI would soon retweet this as
Thanks
a way
for that
of taunting
tweet,
him,
dude.
to
He
which
died
King
for a
Von
very
quickly
noble
composed
cause.
a tweet discussing Crack and Modell, two STL gang members who unfortunately passed away. While all of this was going on, O Block was already making plans to avenge J Money after word got out that an STL gang member by the name of Lil B was allegedly responsible for the death of J Money. O Block was ready for Lil B, but before they could meet face to face, Lil B was fatally shot by the Chicago Police Department in March of 2014 after reportedly pointing a gun at one of the officers. This means that O Block would not be able to avenge one of their top members and were now looking for the next best thing. On April 10th, 2014, KI would release
Man, what a great way to go out, dude. Badass.
State, "I do what I do because I know God has a day for me. You're nobody until someone kills you. That's just real."
That doesn't make any
Less
sense.
than 24 hours after posting those tweets online, KI and several others were standing outside
That couldn't
the
make
home
any
on the
less sense,
6400
literally.
block of South Eberhard when a
Just
man
brain
exited
dead.
the passenger side of a blue Oldsmobile that was parked facing eastbound on the corner of 65th.
What's
and
up,
Eberhard.
Darth? I'm in
The
Chicago.
man
Where you
proceeded
at?
to walk northbound on Eberhard and quickly began shooting at the group of people standing in front of the house. The suspect would then retreat back to the getaway vehicle and flee the scene going eastbound on 65th Street. 3 individuals were hit during the situation and were immediately rushed to nearby hospitals. The first victim was an unidentified male who got shot in his right foot and survived his injuries. The second victim was rumored to be FBG Butta, the same individual that KI claimed to have beaten up King Von in the past. Butta was shot in the right knee and also survived his injuries. The third and final victim was shot 7 times and passed away from their injuries during surgery at the hospital. That individual was KI. Detectives would arrive to the crime scene shortly after and began to interview anyone who saw what happened. While there were many witnesses on scene, most of them provided detectives with vague details about the case, with some of them even admitting that they are scared to cooperate. However, certain witnesses gave the detectives a similar story, stating that a man wearing dark-colored clothing approached the house and began to open fire while yelling things at them. These witnesses would also give detectives a name of someone who they think may have committed the crime, a name in which the Chicago Police Department were already quite familiar with. Over the next couple of days, authorities would continue to investigate the homicide of KI and eventually developed a photo spread of potential suspects. Witnesses were soon called in to view the photo spread, and almost all of them were quick to point out the same suspect whose name was given to detectives on the day of the crime. Then on April 29, 2014, just 18 days after the murder of KI, Davon Bennett, aka King Von, was taken into custody by Officer Fernandez of the Chicago Police Department's Fugitive Apprehension Unit to be interviewed by detectives. At around 1 p.m., King Von was placed in an interview room where 2 detectives began to question him about his involvement in KI's murder. Von would quickly deny all involvement and stated that he doesn't even know KI and never goes around 65th Street. The detectives would then ask Von if he would be willing to do a polygraph examination, to which he would agree to do and was given food and water. While this interview was taking place, 4 cooperating witnesses were called in so they could view an in-person lineup of the suspects. The first witness to view the lineup told authorities that they were unable to identify the suspect, while the second witness pointed to King Von and said it could possibly be the suspect but wasn't sure. The third witness couldn't make an identification but verbally told detectives it was King Von. The fourth and final witness viewed the lineup and pointed directly to King Von. 2 assistant state attorneys would then arrive shortly after and began to review all the evidence.
What was wrong, Katie?
Detectives would then go back to the interview room to check King Von, where Von would begin to tell detectives that he changed his mind and will no longer do a polygraph exam. King Von then starts giving detectives an alibi, claiming that he checked in at his parole office on the day of KI's death. Detectives immediately started looking into Von's alibi and was able to confirm that he did in fact check in at his parole office, but there was still 30 minutes of unexplained time where he could have still committed the crime. Then on April 30th, 2014, the Cook County State Attorney's Office would announce that they are declining to prosecute King Von for the murder of KI due to inconsistencies in the witness statements. This would mean that internally this case is solved according to the Chicago Police Department, but to the public this case is still unsolved with the suspect still at large. King Von was then released from police custody around 6:30 p.m. that same night. Less than 2 hours later, King Von would tweet, "I'm so happy and grateful. I'm too real for this." King Von would then go on and get arrested for another murder less than 3 months later. He sat in the Cook County Jail for over 3 years while awaiting trial. During the trial, King Von was acquitted of all charges due to lack of evidence and was released back into the free world. After being released, lifelong friend and rapper Lil Durk would take King Von under his wing and attempt to turn him into a gangster rap superstar. Within a matter of months, King Von would become one of the top street rappers in the music industry, with his music surpassing tens of millions of streams each month, and even received cosigns from A-list celebrities such as NBA star LeBron James. Then, on November 6, 2020, King Von's iconic music career would be cut short after he was fatally shot in Atlanta during an altercation with another rapper. King Von was 26 years old at the time.
That other rapper wasn't going.
On November 6, 2020, King Von would be one of 5 people shot outside Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta.
Shots fired at Sheik in Monaco.
Around 3:20 a.m., 2 groups of men began arguing outside, leading to gunfire. 2 off-duty police officers were working security at the establishment that night, and they too engaged in the shootout. Because of this, a full investigation was conducted to see whether or not the Atlanta Police Department was involved in his death. Here's what they found retracing his steps for those last 48 hours.
Vaughn, look, I break down the wood, I stuff it with Pat, I drop in your boat, I'm pouring up.
On November 4th, 2020, King Von was in Atlanta, Georgia. He was celebrating the release of his welcome.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. This boy has scoliosis and is using this device to help straighten his spine, but he also knows how to do some cool tricks.
That's kind of badass.
Oh my god, a dinosaur's been walking on my car. Just kidding, it's me.
I don't know about you guys, but I think this dog looks pretty innocent to me.
Did you do this? Did you dig in the trash? Who did this? Did you do this? Who did it?
Snowball fight!
Oh, she totally got you!
Some warrior shit. Warrior shit, baby.
This sea lion is notorious for spying on people from underwater.
Dude, I'm hanging on by a thread. I don't know how long I can stream.
Oh my goodness.
This pilot tried to land his plane through some rough winds.
Oh my god.
Easy, 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 easy!
For some reason, this horse doesn't like talking to men.
No boys, right? Especially not this one.
This grandma gave out envelopes to her grandchildren on Christmas, but all of them were empty.
Dude, I got nothing in mine.
Is this Mr. Lloyd, Marquis Lloyd? All right, thank you. Let's go ahead and begin these first appearances.
Get off at midnight and fix stream
Sir,
schedule.
you're here for the charge of murder of a...
There ain't no Marquis Lloyd. Who are you?
All right, you're here for murder of a law enforcement officer.
This is a good one.
Attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. Carjacking with a firearm.
GG's, guys.
May I have your name, please?
With
South Carolina, Alan Banner. What's your name?
Qualified team
Type her name in your name, Alan Banner.
attorneys, one being a former criminal prosecutor and an individual with a master of science in clinical psychology.
Look, you ain't learned yet. It's raining. Look, take me home. This man's still trying to speed. It's raining outside, y'all. He's still trying to speed. Look.
Take me home.
For real, you not about to kill me and the baby. This man, He has to be stopped.
See, they just stopped.
No, but no, you need a greater force than that. I'm not gonna live past 25. I'm not gonna make it. Not like this. I don't know what I was getting myself into. I don't know what I signed up for.
When Sade Dixon spoke these words on a Facebook Live, she was simply making some lighthearted jokes. What she couldn't have known was that her dark prediction would ring true very, very soon, and in the most tragic way. This is Markeith Lloyd. He's 41 years old in this footage from 2017. He's just been apprehended by Orlando police after a massive manhunt that ended in officers finding him outside an abandoned house. While he waits about 25 minutes for detectives to arrive, he keeps asking for his handcuffs to be loosened, but nobody is in a hurry to help him. Multiple officers hover outside, clearly intimidating the suspect.
Hey, can y'all straighten these cuffs out for me? Just 1 second, okay, guys? They're coming out to do that. They're real tight, bro. No, they're real tight. They numb my wrist up the cuffs.
Markeith expects his complaints to be met with sympathy and proper treatment, in spite of the extreme circumstances that have led to this interrogation.
What? The cuff, they numb my wrist. They're real tight, they're crushing.
Don't worry about that. I'll get the man the key right now.
No, I left mine in the car. So keep in the car.
Markeith's body language indicates physical discomfort. The longer he remains in physical discomfort, the more his mental state will be worn down.
Brother, can y'all straighten these cuffs out for me, please? We getting the key. We getting the key. Right now. Excuse me, sir. Can y'all straighten his cuffs out? Yeah, we're gonna. Anybody got that now? You still got it? No. Okay. Just make sure y'all look for it. We need to.
Markeith has his head down towards the table. This looks to be the result of physical pain or exhaustion. The longer they keep him waiting, the more his anticipation will build. It will also allow adrenaline to wear off and take some fight out of the suspect.
Excuse me, bro. You loosen up this right cuff for me? Yes, sir. Give us a look again. Let me check it. Yes, sir. Come on, man, love. Listen, yes, sir. We're gonna take care of it. All right? We have the department coming to check you out and look at your injuries right now. Okay, and then we'll be able to manipulate the cuffs for you. Okay, sir?
At this point, Markeith has remained relatively respectful, and the officer is reciprocating by calling him sir repeatedly. This, plus his assurances that medical help is coming, are a simple technique to earn trust from the suspect.
Man, could you lose the cuff up on me, please, bro? Sir, we have a fire department that's gonna come take care of it. Where's that guy? All right. So just found his head on the ground.
As Markeith continues to wait, the door is left open and various officers and deputies come by to look at the suspect. However, treating him as an object of curiosity or scorn is likely counterproductive at this point. The animal at the zoo effect is a dehumanizing tactic, which may work counter to the purposes of the interrogation later.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you loosen up this right cuff?
We're still looking for that key, man.
Man, it's killing me, bro, for real.
I'll be out there.
A lot of people have commented on this footage that the officers probably could have loosened the cuffs.
I'm banning them.
Not to deliberately.
They're all off for the night.
This could serve to establish
just 8-hour timeouts, no unbans. We'll see them all tomorrow.
But there's another, far more personal reason. You'll soon see what that is.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Awesome. It's a good day.
Yep, it's a great day.
See them dudes tomorrow.
Yep. I gotta bite my lip.
What up, Cap? How you
This is
doing,
highly
dude?
unusual behavior for officers to display before questioning a suspect. Generally, they try to build rapport and create a false sense of helpfulness to the suspect to get them to be more apt to cooperate. Here it appears they have no desire to do so with him and are intentionally trying to make this experience as unpleasant as possible for him. After a while,
Just a bunch of weirdos, man. I don't know, man. You tell me.
Man, this killing me, bro. My hand's swelling up. Come on, man.
Sit down. Sit down.
Y'all want some bullshit, bro.
Sit down.
You want some bullshit? You just killed 3 people.
Sit.
No,
Sit down. And do not get back up.
Could you look at this cuff, bro?
No.
This right cuff?
I ain't got no handcuffs. It's fine.
Markeith is obviously agitated enough to act out defiantly, refusing to listen to orders. This return to a confrontational aspect is once again altering the state for the interrogation to come. This is a fascinating change in the dynamic between prisoner and keeper.
The right cuff, the left cuff, right?
They're fine.
Right.
Do you have gloves? Do you guys have
It cut off the circulation.
Bring us a cup. Bring a box. Yeah. You don't have any.
But it cut off my circulation. I feel my hand swelling up, my whole hand swelling up, bro.
Tensions are high, and after waiting a few minutes in silence, Markeith starts asking who is in charge here, which is an attempt to regain control of the situation by going to the top. This method almost always fails in detention conditions.
All right, we'll have him test out that 19-hour ban.
Such as this one. Soon, two men walk in the room.
It's all right, guys. Any of the retards that are timed out, feel free to talk to them in Discord. They're sitting there looking stupid, holding their dicks.
Keith, I'm Detective Cadiz with Orlando Police. We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. Can you sit up and tell me your name?
This is the start of the baseline process, wherein the interrogator starts to get an idea of the suspect's demeanor and reactions when answering simple questions. This will later be used to help discern untruthful answers.
Okay, we can work on that. Let me see the handcuffs.
The detectives finally address the suspect's handcuffs, as it seems obvious that his focus will remain on the pain he is in until it is dealt with, making the interrogation more difficult for them. They appear to loosen the handcuffs, but still don't remove them.
I can see space in the handcuff. I can see space between the skin.
I'm gonna open up. Listen, I'm gonna open up just a little bit. Okay? Just a little bit. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
This time, when Markeith brings up the cuffs, one interrogator is attentive and helpful, sending the message that he cares about Markeith's well-being. This is magnified when the cuffs are finally loosened a bit. There are upwards of 4 officers in the interrogation room. The door is open and more officers are standing in view in the hallway, which is also unusual. Generally, only 1 to 2 officers are in the room for an interrogation. Leaving an interrogation door open is also rarely seen.
You gotta get to it, man. You gotta get to it.
Oh,
You're a pretty bulky guy, so. Come on, man. It ain't nothing, bro. Nothing but a 10. What's wrong with you? Right there, man. That's all you get right there, okay? If you move it, it's gonna turn up.
Oh, you didn't even feel it. Didn't even move that motherfucker. She killed me, bro.
Alright, this one I gotta do real quick, man. Face me. Face me. Face me, Marky. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe a little bit of your face, alright? I don't think that's gonna do much, but. And what are you gonna do? Look up a little bit.
Loosening Markeith's cuffs and wiping his face is done with the purpose to get him to focus on the case, instead of the handcuffs and injuries and blood on his face. These actions could also be a way to exert control and dominance over him, as he is unable to wipe his own face and needs to rely on them to do so.
Dead shot. Hey, you know what?
Okay, I'm good too.
It is right now, but for the level of effort I'm putting in and how much better it is, it's okay.
Markeith is in bad shape, with blood all over his face. He'll explain the reason for this shortly. But first, the interrogation begins.
This is Detective Cadiz, 12277, reference case number 2017-11345. Date today is January 17th, 2017. Time is 1954 hours. We're in CID interview room number 5. Markeith, give me your name and date of birth again.
Lord, 10875.
Okay, Markeith, listen up real quick. Right now you're under arrest, okay?
Markeith has read his Miranda rights, and the interrogators confirm that he understands them before proceeding.
Anyone threaten you or promise you anything right now to get you to talk to us?
No, sir.
Okay. Also in the room.
The door is still open when the officers Mirandize him, with officers still standing watching from the hall. Generally, the door is closed to give the suspect a feeling of privacy.
What did he do?
There are
Listen.
less distractions from the interrogation.
This is Detective Danny Garcia Fagan with the Orange County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit.
Okay.
The technique that will primarily be used here is the Reed interrogation method, though there are some hints of the UK-originated peace method early on as well.
Markeith, you know why you're here tonight, right?
Is anybody missing any one of those fucking assholes, though? Just curious, or nah? Probably not. Nah?
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us why you think you're here tonight?
Detectives begin with the Reed technique of positive confrontation by saying, "You know why you are here tonight." This statement isn't aggressively delivered, but is presented as an assumption of guilt toward the suspect. They speak to him in a neutral, almost friendly tone, so as not to discourage him from speaking at first. If this method doesn't work, the officers will likely move on to a more confrontational demeanor.
You've obviously been hiding for quite a while. You've been running from place to place. You're in custody tonight for obviously a pretty serious offense. Can you tell us why you're in custody tonight? You're in custody for homicide, okay? All right. Can you tell us where you were all day today?
What homicide?
We'll talk about that in a second. Can you tell us where you've been today? Were you at the house all day today?
The officers ask him next where he was today, in order to begin to establish a timeline and get him talking. Once they get a suspect talking, it's easier to keep them talking.
You don't know?
Right now.
Markeith. Okay, Markeith, just talk to us. Sit up a little bit. You're not that fucked up. You can talk. Okay? Sit up and talk to us a little bit. This is in reference to a homicide that occurred about a week ago. And you know the one we're talking about. You've been running for a reason. You've been all over the news. You're well aware of why we've been looking for you.
I'm running because the news, because y'all making up stories.
While positive confrontation
Y'all
can
making
often
up
make suspects
stories.
feel backed into a corner, Markeith is deflecting this by acting oblivious, engaging in denial and claiming fabrication of stories against him.
Tell us what story we're making up and tell us why it shouldn't be believed.
I just came to the house, started shooting Sade, which that's a complete lie.
You just what?
Which that's a complete lie.
What is?
That I just came to the house and shot Sade. That's a complete lie.
Okay.
Sade is 24-year-old Sade Dixon, a mother of two and Markeith's former girlfriend. They met on Facebook sometime after he was released from prison in 2014. Despite their 17-year age difference, the pair got along well for a while and were happily looking forward to a future together. But then they got into a fight. You see, Sade was pregnant. In fact, just a few days before their argument, she and Markeith had laughed and smiled with one another at a
Ken with the follow, Marjorie with the follow,
Markeith
Dawes with
seemed
the follow.
excited to raise this child and support his girlfriend as they started a family together. But underneath the surface, there were a few things he wasn't happy about. Rest assured, we're going to dive way deeper into the bizarre thoughts and behavior Markeith started to exhibit. But for now, what you need to know is that the relationship started to crumble primarily because of one big thing: trust. The pair's romance would reach its breaking point in December.
If you're bored, close out of the stream, guys. Very simple to do.
Pregnant. On the 10th, Sade moved back into her parents' home. Not saying
I would
much about
never
the
ever
family
watch.
Markeith.
You know what makes some of these guys extra special stupid? Imagine being bored and just staying there to stay bored. I want you to think of a time in your life you genuinely were bored and you had the option to not be bored and you sat there and were bored anyways. You would never do it. Their brains are so fucking stupid. I'm saying, how are they not embarrassed?
But she did reveal that he had bitten her during a fight. Her family had to take her to the doctor for a tetanus shot. 3 days later, on the 13th, Sade is at the home around 9 p.m. when Markeith shows up, and she goes outside to talk with him. An argument ensues, with Sade's brother Ronald coming outside at some point to intervene. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Sade's family heard gunshots and came outside to find Sade and Ronald lying on the ground and Markeith running towards his car. Sade received wounds that were fatal. She was shot 8 times, losing not only her life, but the life of the unborn child that she was carrying. Miraculously, Ronald survived, which meant he lived to tell the tale of that horrific shooting. And you'll see when we get to the trial that the only 2 surviving witnesses to see what occurred that night, Markeith and Ronald, tell very different versions. As Markeith went on the run, the news was spreading the story of the shooting, which brings us back to him sitting in the interrogation room, insisting to officers that the narrative the media has been circulating is a complete lie.
Listen to me, man. It's been a long, long freaking month. We've been running around doing a lot of different things. Understand that I'm here just as tired as you are, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been racking my brains, man. You've been doing pretty good for a month. You got me for a month. We're right here sitting now. Dude, we're gonna go ahead and clarify some things. If I'm wrong about something, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm wrong. But it's up to you to clarify what's been going on. Sit up, man. I'm trying to give you some respect, man. See, in the street, it goes like this. In the street, Markeith wants respect, and he wants everybody to give it to him. And guess what? I'm gonna give it to you whether you deserve it or not.
Did I quit Fortnite? Yeah, man. I only played the game for 14 hours yesterday, dude. I'm sorry.
The interrogator takes a clarification approach. This is suggestive of the account part of the peace interrogation method. The peace interrogation method is a less confrontational interview and interrogation method than the
You're retarded?
technique. The method stands for preparation and planning, engage and explain, account, closure, and evaluate, peace. Under the peace method, investigators allow a suspect to tell his or her story without interruption before presenting the suspect with any inconsistencies or contradictions between the story and other evidence.
But right now, you know what I need? I need you to give me a little bit, because I deserve it. Okay? I'm here giving you all the respect in the world.
What's up, Stauber? Same to you, brother. Nice to meet you, bro.
But you know what happened to Sade?
I ain't did shit.
Markeith's body language during the interrogation is very closed off.
Sup, Daniel?
Not only is he hunched over, but he is also avoiding eye contact by keeping his gaze on the table or the wall. He's in a defensive position, almost as if he's trying to protect himself.
So if you can explain to me what happened, maybe I can understand it. Because I'm looking at you like you did something wrong, and if you didn't do something wrong, then you gotta explain it to me.
Man, y'all know what happened. Sade put a gun on me. Y'all know what happened. Y'all got the guy.
Who's gonna tell me that if it ain't you?
What up, Destruction? How you doing, buddy?
You, Sade, Ronald, all the people. But I wasn't there.
Like, that girl was pretty decent looking. What, or however you want to rate her, in comparison into the guy? How does this, why would that girl date this fucking asshole? Why? Literally fucking why?
Or clarify the facts to clear up any lies in the media.
I want to be right. And I want to write the story that you tell me is your story. You control that.
He shifts back to the Reed technique here. Step 3, trying to minimize suspect denials.
Because you were one that was there. But a lot of things have happened since December 13th, man. And only you can clarify that.
There, I just turned it up. Can you hear it now?
I'm not sitting here. God. He's not sitting here. We're not playing with you. All we want to know is the truth. We're here already, man. This part of the story is already written.
Reed step 1, positive confrontation, involves advising the suspect that evidence has led the police to them and offering an opportunity to explain why the offense took place.
I look hungover.
That's
I'm feeling
what we're
rough.
seeing here.
We're gonna move forward from here. You write the rest. But what I don't want is for me to give you respect and for you to treat me like I'm a punk. You can't even sit up and look at me.
Peace steps 2 and 3 are engage and explain, establishing rapport, and account.
What's up, AJ?
Which
what
again
up,
is
baby?
obtaining a full account of events.
What's up, Aaron? What up, Benji? What up, Jordan? What up, Jason? What's up, guys?
For step 2, interviewers should use.
Sorry, I'm out of it tonight, man. I'm just trying to reset my schedule. I just wanted to go live earlier today.
The background, goals, and expectations of the interrogation, while encouraging the individual to speak up with any of their own relevant comments. The officer is trying to build rapport with Markeith by speaking slang to him and offering the idea of mutual respect.
What up, Jordan?
Which
what
is
up,
often
baby?
a big deal on the streets. The officer
What's
is trying
up,
to be relatable to the
05? What up, bro?
to gain his trust.
Bro, y'all just beat my ass. I don't want to hear
What's up,
Anything,
Edison?
nobody in this room beat your ass. This is your opportunity. This is the opportunity you have
What's
right
up,
now.
Cersei? What's up, Skill Top? What's up,
This is
Eugene?
your opportunity right now to tell us the story. What happened?
What up,
And tell us
Eugene?
what happened.
The detectives tell
What's
him
up,
this is his
Adversity?
opportunity to speak, making it seem like it's in his best interest to do so. This is almost never the case. Suspects are always better off not saying anything and getting an attorney, even when innocent of any crimes. Some people think asking for an attorney makes them look guilty.
Right.
This may be how it appears.
Basement's at like 75% done.
Okay, so right now I want to give you what you deserve. So why don't you talk to me and tell me what's up, man? You've been running for a little while. We've been talking to a lot of people and you know it, man. Your face has been all over the TV.
We're going to stay out of the We not fucking with nobody.
So what happened with Sade? I know she got in your face. I know she said some things to you that you didn't like.
The officers now use both minimizing techniques and offer him theories of justification for his actions. This is another implementation of the Reed technique and makes it seem like they understand why he reacted the way he did.
I broke up with Sade.
Because why?
Because she was lying about smoking.
Because she was pregnant with your baby and you told her to stop smoking because that's bad for the baby.
She was lying about smoking.
Yeah, so I know that. But tell me what else happened. What got to the point that
I
you
said,
had
what's
to
up,
do
Zerks?
what you had to do? If you have to defend yourself, then you need to tell me, man.
The officer throws out the suggestion of self-defense to try to see if that will elicit a confession. This is the theme development step in the Reed method, where they begin formulating a defense or justification.
What's up, Caesar?
So
How you doing, buddy?
readily admit to a crime, thinking they have a defense.
Y'all know Sade when he got a gun. Y'all got a gun.
What happened downstairs?
See when he got a gun, her brother ended up coming out and he jumped on me.
Bro, this story crazy, bro. Just listen to it. This is a crazy one.
Younger brother, because she's got two brothers.
The older brother and the younger brother got dropped out while man was outside talking, so all that about me just coming there and shooting up the place, that's a lie.
That's not what's been written.
That was
No. I'm telling you what I wrote it.
I'm seeing it on news myself.
Marquis, forget the news. The news put in there whatever they want to put in there. I'm telling you, I'm the one who wrote it.
That's what they said.
No, that's what the news are saying. They're gonna fill in the blanks.
I just came to the door, started shooting Sade. That's a lie.
That's not what was written. Okay, I'm telling you, I wrote it, and that's not what was written.
That's what the news said.
I don't care about the news. I don't work for the news. What I said was this. I said that you went there.
The news prosecute me.
No, forget well, then tell the truth about what happened, and we can clear some of that stuff. If it didn't happen how they're saying it, then let's clear it. But you know what? The only person that can do that is you. Me and this detective right here, we cannot write the story for you. You can do that yourself.
The interrogator goes towards Reed step 4, trying to get the suspect to acknowledge the crime.
So this is the time to do it. Because I know where you've been all day. I know the answer to that. I can sit here and ask you 1,000 questions and know the answer to them, but I don't know exactly how you felt that day that you had to pull the trigger at Sade's house.
Notice how the officer says, had to pull the trigger, as if Markeith had no choice.
That day that you had to pull the trigger at Sade's house.
This is again going on the theme of self-defense or justification.
You did what you did. If you have to defend yourself, that's what it was. But you man up now and clarify for me. My challenge to you is be a man. You were a man that day to do what you had to do.
Again, the officer said, had to do.
You were a man that day to do what you had to do.
Continuing this theme of self-defense and implying his actions were justifiable.
I'm challenging you right now, be a man, okay? Be a man and tell me what happened. Because that's the only way we can clear this shit.
You'll see shortly that the authorities have already done their research on Markeith's personality, as displayed through his social media. One thing they know is that his identity and reputation is a source of pride for him, so they are now going to suggest that not cooperating undermines his manhood.
Forget the news. The news is not here. It's you, I, and him. That's who's here.
You can see the close proximity the officers are sitting to the suspect, and how they have him essentially cornered in the room by the way they're seated surrounding him.
So you're gonna do that? You're gonna man up or what?
Yeah, I'll say no, I ain't.
Listen, bro. Okay, who pulled the gun on you? Sade or her brother?
Like, bro, the guys that only stream Fortnite, are they dead ass gonna only play Fortnite forever and that's just it?
Sade pulled it on him.
What? Like, have they not calculated life after Fortnite?
When the brother came out,
that's crazy to me, man.
You guys were talking outside?
Yeah, we were talking outside. The younger brother got dropped off, all that.
And he went inside?
Come up shooting, that's what I'm like.
That's not how I wrote it.
Yeah, no, and I broke up with her and take the check. If you check the text message.
I did.
I wasn't tripping off her.
Just say I don't want it no more. I do, but I'm saying, like, I get to take nights off of Fortnite and do this. They have to stream the game. They have to. They can't react because they would lose all their viewers. It's fucking crazy. They're going to only play Fortnite to the end of time.
You took it from her?
Yeah.
And what did you do with her gun?
I put it in my back pocket, but when her brother jumped me, I guess it had to fall out.
It fall out. And when did you take your gun out?
Well, me and him was cousin.
That the older brother, Ronald, right?
Yeah.
You know him as Ronald?
The older brother, yeah.
Okay. Who did you shoot first, him or her?
This is a very loaded question. It presumes that Markeith shot both Shade and her brother, and so he needs to be very careful answering it, as it would be easy to get trapped into affirming he committed the crime. Markeith seems to catch on to this, though.
Man. Him? Because he was on you?
They know what's going on.
You feel like you only get people to watch me because of my freakouts. Okay, well, I'm sitting here getting high doing nothing. Why are you watching me now? Do you see how your brain, when it tries to even do anything, it just doesn't work? Yo, WYD Zerk, do you understand that I make more than both your parents combined sitting in this chair? And no matter what you do, you won't make 1/100th of what I make in a year, no matter how hard you try. And every little bit of motivational speech is gonna come back to you not having the work ethic or talent to be somebody in life, no matter what you do. The shit residue I have in my toilet paper has more value to society than you or anyone in your bloodline. Okay? Anything else you want to say? No? Nothing to say? You're just a bitch? That's it? Quiet? Alright, I'm just banning you.
I talked to my lawyer because y'all just
one sec.
what you want me to talk to you.
God, what's it like being you?
Suspect is invoked.
I feel like you get people to watch you because you rage. As you're watching a crime video, you dense retard. To say that I'm happy that I make more than both that kid's retard fucking loser parents combined is the humblest thing I could say. Not only do I think I'm better than both of his parents because of my yearly annual income, I feel I'm better because of my looks, my personality, my drive, my work ethic, my charisma. I'm saying it's an across the board dominance that I can't even explain. It's like we're not even in the same. The best way to compare it is like you're going to school on a short bus with a seatbelt on and a helmet on, and I'm in the NFL. I'm saying like you can't even go to a classroom. I'm saying like you're at the lowest level of human function. I would be humiliated. To type that and to think you are being correct shows me how stupid you are. Am I happy he's depressed? Yes. Do I hope his depression goes away? Absolutely not. Do I think we, society, are better off without him? Abso-fucking-lutely. God damn. Like, as the sperm dripped down from your mother's asshole into that yeast-infected snatch, do you think that anybody thought that it was going to be this level of fucking torture to society? I could never imagine waking up every day, not being addicted to fucking heroin, not having some insane excuse to why you're a fucking loser. Why? How are you okay with your brain being so fucking simplistic and smooth? That's all you can fucking say or do. I'd be embarrassed. Aren't you fucking embarrassed? Aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you fucking embarrassed that I get to watch YouTube videos in front of 1,500 people and your biggest insult is that I only get people to watch me because I rage? Even on your troll deathbed, you still can't logically explain your own thought process. You're so dumb. You're so worthless. You're gonna work a job you hate for the rest of your fucking life, and the commute to there is gonna be a reminder when the action man told you you will never be shit, no matter what you fucking do. Ever. Ever.
His right to an attorney, and at this point the interview should have stopped until his lawyer arrived. Any statements he made...
Hey, you hear me? You hear me? Ever prove me wrong. You won't do it. You can't do it. You won't do it.
After stating he wants an attorney would
fucking
potentially
bitch.
Be inadmissible. If he
Make more than
voluntarily
your
began
pops,
speaking
kid.
again,
Fuck
the
you
best
talking
approach
about?
is to re-Mirandize him to
Like,
clarify.
dude, your best case scenario is you go to school for 4 years and still don't make a fraction. I'm letting you know, it's like to say where you fall in the totem pole below me, it's impossible to graph. Me calling you a retard is the best compliment I could ever give you. You fucking worthless piece of shit. God. Like, why did God have to make so many worthless assholes this generation? Why? I'm fucking tired of them. You'll never be shit! Ever! Ever! Every day, you're gonna struggle to find a way out, and you'll never find a way out, and you'll spend the rest of your life trying to figure it out. And I get to go to sleep knowing I found my purpose. You'll never find yours. Ever. Ever. No matter what you do. And I want you to remember this day for the rest of your fucking life. You'll never find it. Fucking bitch.
He is again waving.
I'm proving his point? How am I proving his point, huh? How am I proving his point? I'm low-key proving his point. What, Machiavelli? How am I proving his point, you dense retard? For sure, I made $1.3 million last year. What did you do with your fucking life? Oh, nothing? Troll the Twitch chat? What did your dad do? Go to prison? What'd your mother do? Feed you yeast-infected breast milk through a tit that was so polluted I wouldn't give it to my starving fucking child on his deathbed. Fucking asshole, bitch. Yeah, dude, Cap 2K people. You're right, dude. Hey, you're right, man. Original KK. You're right, dude. I didn't have a steak deal. You're right, man. And you don't factor in my ad revenue and sponsors. Hold my nuts to the bottom of your fucking throat. Does it hurt you? Hey, does that hurt you that the channel doesn't even have a legit 550K followers? Imagine what I'm gonna average in a mil. Or two. I can't wait. The joke's already on you, but now you got in your head that that's somehow an insult. Pulling a number that 400 people on the planet get. I'm saying in your brain, you have to cope with the reality. That is the reality. Get the fuck on my level. Your parents are worthless, cum-guzzling pieces of shit. So fucking worthless. Did you type that with intensity behind your keyboard, you fat fuck? Nice hairdo. You look like one of those retards on those fucking school shoes in the morning. Those dumbass. You look like Corey in Topanga. You look like a retard version of Corey from Boy Meets World. You ugly fuck. God, who won? I don't know, man. Fucking worthless piece of trash. Yeah, dude, nice attempt at my character, dude. Now you get to go figure out what the fuck you're gonna do with the rest of your fucking life. Watch some ads in an Ac7ionman stream, you fucking loser. Yeah, dude, nice, dude. You should have got me at 200 viewers. Maybe that comment would have hurt more, you fucking jackass. Get the fuck away from me, miserable bitch. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm not playing it, dude. Yeah, I'm not playing it. Thanks for your cash, dude. Yeah. I never thought when I'd be a homeless heroin addict that I would be paid thousands and thousands of dollars a month to hear people vent and try to prove a point that'll never matter. I can't even, I'm saying, I forgot how much I even made in PayPal last month. Half of it in bullshit donos. I never in my wildest dreams would have ever have thought that I have a bunch of jealous, loser-ass fucking retards paying me money to express their failure. Just get over your shit life and do something about it. You pathetic piece of shit. I wish you the worst. God. And guess what, dude? When we get to 40K subs and when we get to where we're supposed to go, we'll still have the same conversation. And you'll still be trying, and I'll still be right fucking here. Every single fucking day. I'd rather be burnt out in stream and have you see me slowly progress and watch it happen than take the day off and know I have to make the day up later. That's how. I'll go to the end of the world to prove my point. I won't stop just so you have to go through life knowing you were fucking wrong. I'm that petty. God.
His rights after invoking them.
Keith, I wasn't there. I'm here. I asked for somebody to find you.
I ain't had no business. I ain't got no problem. I ain't trying to hide.
And I'm not this.
But you know what? The 2K viewer count. Let's just see those viewer count shots when I start running the E-dates and I start running the D-Live or the, what's it called? The other trolling content and when my basement opens up. Let's see the viewer count comments then. Let's see the viewer count comments then. I can't wait, and I'm gonna work so hard to make sure that they're not there. But just know that nowadays, my lowest point is meeting my ad revenue goal that pays me a ridiculous amount of money while I eat tuna and watch fucking YouTube, and I'll never let you go to sleep without knowing the truth, ever. Holy fuck.
Respecting you either. Am I treating you with respect?
It was events that went along before that. I ain't just do no like that.
Okay, so fast forward, man. Fast forward. We go through all this stuff. You do what you do. Whatever happened.
I'm over here up. What you mean fast forward?
No, I'm fast forwarding to last week, 10 days ago.
Markeith, we got to know what happened.
Ego trip. Do I think that I'm better than that guy who had those two retard losers who I just banned? Absolutely. If you didn't, you're a loser as well. These Zoomer, Juice World, depressed, anxiety-ridden dumb fucks don't even know what the fuck is going on. Ego? Why would I think I'm even in the same playing field with that retard? That is an embarrassment to say that, man. That is an embarrassing thing to say. If you aren't in my tax bracket, shut the fuck up. I'm literally providing you to live. I'm paying for your mother to be Jabba the Hutt on the fucking couch all day, okay? I'm paying for your fucking food. Me. Holy shit. Calling the kettle black. Really, Moses Malone? So I'm the one in the highest tax bracket and I'm calling the kettle black. For sure. The irony in that is that whenever you would heard it was calling it black would be 3 unknown men coming to your mother's bedroom and a bunch of noises that were undescribable from your POV. I don't know what dimension you're living in. As I said, me paying your... No, Peachy, I understand that, Peachy, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not talented and not funny and not good at what I do. That's why people watch. See, I'm sitting here not doing shit, making people laugh. They pay for it because I'm funny. That's my skill. That's what these retards don't fucking have. That's why they sit at home all day, jealous, holding their dick. The fuck you mean? God, they pay for my food. Like God like it just fell out of the sky. Like I'm not good at what I do. Like I don't deserve it. No, they're assholes. And if what I'm saying bothers you, get the fuck out of the fucking stream or get on my fucking level. Bye, T6. Yeah, your feelings are hurt. Get ready for more ads. Rent free. Yep, nice troll account. Go make another one. Oh, guys, tummy bumblers. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're right. It's not that I'm funny. I'm just crazy. LOL. You're right, man. I'm just crazy. Nothing I said had a valid point. You're right, Nate Edge. You're right, dude. I'm just crazy. I don't have any sense of humor. I don't know how to play on words. I'm just crazy. That's all it is. I don't have a sophisticated sense of humor. You're right, dude. You're right, you loser retard. So let's go ahead and see if I was a depressed, worthless piece of shit like you were, where would that come from? Do my words have venom? Are your feelings fucking hurt, you soft sack of shit? Holy fuck. Watch ads. I'm spamming ads the rest of the night. Am I being sarcastic? About what? That guy being a piece of shit? And me literally having God complex over him and his whole family? What's the confusion? The fuck is wrong with some of you, man? The fuck? Yeah, guys. Uh-oh, guys. I'm offending some pieces of dirt. Oh, no! Oh, no! Okay, I'll take my meds for sure, Blue. Goodbye. Don't worry, when your parents take your meds, just know that your health care was paid for by me. You less than me lazy piece of shit. I challenge any one of these guys that I just banned to get in my Discord and prove you have a job. I guarantee you don't do it. I got 20 bans right now, you can't. If you just got banned, I got $20,000 Cash App or PayPal. You can't prove gainful employment in the Discord right fucking now. It's not a joke. There it is right there. I got 20 bans to anyone that just got banned. You don't have a fucking job right now. So let's go ahead and see if I'm wrong or right. $20,000. Watch how many people come in. So remember, guys, all their pop shots, all their wittiness. I got $20,000 that they don't have a job. It's not a free 20K. You want to know why, guys? Who knows why? Wait. Ado sign, I'm not banning you. No, this is for legitimate trolls, not one just trying to get the money. Stop, it's not working like that. Stop. It's for the ones that were trying to sneak this and take pop shots. Listen to me. I want you to understand the next level pieces of shit out of a fucking toilet these assholes are. Now, if I'm wrong and I'm the asshole, they should be in the Discord collecting these 20 G's. Yes or no? Same script, different day. For sure, dude. It's not a script, man. It's me defending myself from assholes like you. Goodbye, Flid42. Okay, yeah, you left during the steak deal. I forgot about that. I forgot. You saw me make too much money, so you left the stream. All right, I had to ban you for that. I'm sorry, man. All right, guys. I got $20,000 for any one of those fucking retards. That yeah, you see what I'm saying here? I'm hurting. I want to bother and offend, and I hope I sound arrogant. I hope this is coming off exactly how it wants to. I don't give a fuck. Anyone that's on my side knows these are next level assholes, and that's all I care about. Fuck all the other retards. Okay, so we'll wait. What up, sweet honey bears? So guys, is that not a fair deal? 20 G's right now to any one of those guys. No, they're not 10. So I'm pulling up the Twitch trackers. They have beards and depression. They're not 10. 20 bans right now. I'll wait 5 more minutes. Someone's waiting? All right, who? They're in Discord. Great. Let's go. All right. Who? Veromaster? Who hurt my bus seat? Nah, this retard's talking shit. No, I'm not being sarcastic. Where are they at? I got 20 G's for one of those retards at his band right now to get in Discord. Yeah, for sure, Josh B4. Get your bitch ass in my Discord, okay? And find your father as well. I know it was rough watching him grow up behind plexiglass, but he had it coming, and you'll probably end up there as well. All right? Both you guys are worthless. All right. Says me, I'm out and my dad's free. Me and my dad are too smart to waste our lives away. Sorry, that's for you and your dad. All right, so are one of these retards joining up or what? Who's joining up? So not one of those retards wants to collect $20,000. How is no one wanting to collect this? How is no one wanting to collect this, man? You're right, Trey DDS, and now I make more than both of your parents combined. So what does that mean, Trey DDS? Trey DDS, get your bitch ass in my Discord now. Get your broke ass in my Discord, you nothing ass nobody, now. Choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop, now. Stop denying, stop wasting time, get in Discord now. Now. This is what the stream used to be like. You guys like this? This is what it used to be like. For hours and hours and hours. Crazy how every single fucking time it's the retardation of this game. It's got 1,000% accuracy.
Where did the bandages just go?
Where did the bandages just go?
You were just standing there, Frank.
Here's the disease. Here's the disease. Here's the disease.
Knocked out by Fortnite. Well, knocked out Fortnite.
So boring. I can't believe your stream didn't take off, man. It's almost like my personality's great and yours is dog shit and retarded. I'm just gonna ban you, alright? Go fuck yourself. You know what's crazy, dude? I gave you a 10-year head start of shooting dope and you still wound up behind me by 20 years. What were you doing with the head start I gave you? I gave you a 10-year head start. Is that supposed to be an insult? What were you doing with all the fucking time? Literally, what were you doing? You had 10 years, man. Oh, this is what you did with it.
Did you knock one, D?
This is what you did with it. Now I see the correlation. Holy shit. Any other fucking assholes, man? How come whenever I watch videos, it brings out the absolute worst in people? It genuinely feels like that they can't handle me. What, profiting from watching YouTube? Where is the hostility coming from? I'm just curious, man. Does any other streamer have this problem, or is this a me problem here? Is this a me problem here, or what's going on with this? I don't understand. Can somebody explain me? Does any other streamer have this problem, or is this me? Obviously baked. Is it me? Chat, is it me? Do other streamers have this problem with insane retardation? You know the answer to that? I'm saying, Bames, I can't watch a video without people taking pocket shots, taking shots at my character at the stream. I'm saying, to have a guy try to insult a 2,000 concurrent viewer count off the basis that he's doing nothing with his life. I asked him to come to the Discord. I put $20,000 Cash App or PayPal for one of those 5 assholes who I banned to literally show gainful employment. Like, what? Drag who, bro? Drag who? You keep saying drag who? Wait, what? Vero, I'm not dragging Vero. He's a fucking troll. Like, what are you saying? I'm not dragging anyone who's getting banned the troll to get in Discord and talk to me. That was for the 5 actual sneak dissers, man. That was why. And if you guys are gonna come into Discord with fake Discord names, like Miguel, if you're gonna change your name to Trey, make sure you fucking change your fucking hashtag, you dense, dumb motherfucker. Thanks for doing this to these horrible people. I got you, dude. Remember, guys, when a steamrolling piece of shit, like, don't ever back down from your ideology. Steamroll these pieces of shit. Miguel's a good guy. I like joking around Miguel, but those 5 people who I banned are bad people, dude. Like, you don't worry about your opinion when delivering vicious verbal blows to assholes who are trying to bring you down. Do your best to hurt their feelings. If anybody else is getting their feelings hurt in the process, they're in the wrong fucking stream. So don't ever change your mentality or ideology for one person or some people. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Always stay true to your theory. Like, when you read a comment, we pay for your food. That's because I'm funny and entertaining. That's a comment trying to disassociate, like, well, anybody could do this. No, that's not the case. That's actually far from the case. Perpetual sneak dissing. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but whenever I put a video on, it's like I start talking to different people. What's up, Nathaniel Gaming? Good advice from a drug addict? Hey, yo, for sure, Active Day. Why don't you get in Discord and see if you can give some better advice, you broke retard? You won't do it, though. Hey, yo, for sure, though, Active Day. Let's see your excuse when I call you out to go to the waiting room right now to explain that. I bet you won't do it. So let's go see this asshole bitch make excuses about why he's not a man. So let's go ahead and see that. What up, Val? What up, Sam? Here we go again. You see, I bet you won't do it. He won't do it. Drop him the link. You're right, man. Imagine calling people broke when I'm hustling on Twitch for money. Is that supposed to be an insult, dude? Hustling on Twitch for money. Right. So, me being in the highest tax bracket, knowing what I made last year, let's see what somebody... Well, I mean, Action Man, he might have a valid point. Well, I mean, who would look like that? Who would say something like that? Why would somebody say something like that? And here it is again.
That's what I just did. I just looked the whole time.
I'm saying before I play the clip, do you guys think the Fortnite disease is made up? Yes or no? I'm saying, now some of you guys might be confused when I start shit talking these people. Do you understand how fucking psychotic these people are? Do you get how, I'm saying, do you get how it's exaggerated? How is it exaggerated? You're banned for not being subtyping that. Exaggerated how? This guy just said, I'm on Twitch hustling for money like it's an insult. I make more money than his parents combined in 3 to 6 months than they'll see in 3 to 4 years. So here's why.
No! Where they at? Got them both? Will they get the third one?
I made it, you did it.
Oh my god. Fourth one! Holy team!
Oh, hey dude, hey, little did you know that you were never gonna make it 5 years ago, and then some Action Man guy was gonna make it, and then this is how like your life was gonna turn out. We're like, I'm wearing the shoe, and you're not. Isn't that crazy? You had no idea that was gonna happen, right?
Floss! Are you doing dance, nigga?
They're so... Why am I being like this? Because I come from an era where you shit talk me, I shit talk you 50 times worse. And if anyone gets offended, they get the fuck out of the way. I don't do this Zoomer. I'm depressed. I listen to Juice WRLD. I'm a bitch. I'm vaccinated 19 times. I'm got masks everywhere. I'm in a fucked up altered universe. We don't do any of that over here. We don't tolerate any of that ideology. It's all Zoomer delusion. It's all somehow tied together. We don't do it in here. And they're all sick in the fucking head. Don't you ever forget it. Never change? Never. So I could be like this? Hey guys, I wish I could blend in with the masses and be a yes man, nobody bitch like these guys. I wish I could be this. Oh wait, me having the spine and backbone I got is something you could never relate to. You miserable bitch. You could never do what I do. Ever. 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 You could never do what I do. Ever. Ever. Hey, what the fuck was that?
That means that'd be 5 for me. Fuck. I'll see how we run in this, and then I'll go from there.
That girl's bad as hell. No, like she's bad. Yo, you see this on my screen?
All right. Now that I've brutally have insulted, they're the most boring. Wait, Zasty, they're so boring. They're so delusional. They're so broke. They're so miserable. They're so worthless. I could never imagine it. It could never be me. And people will say, well, Action Man, well, what if you had to deal with what? I could never imagine that. I could never process operating that low of a level of human function. I could never imagine that. I could never process being at that low of a level ever. On my weakest day, I could never relate. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. What up, Lord Donnie? Check DM. Type it in here, bro. God. All right. Did we get all the retards? Did I leave any stones unturned? Was anybody not clear of what I made last year? Was anybody not clear of my thoughts on Fortnite Zoomer retardation? Was there anybody not clear of my opinion of those 5 assholes who I banned? Was anybody not clear that I had $20,000 cash for them to show me they had a job? So remember, their takes and their opinions are from unemployed grown men literally doing the absolute most definition of nothing humanly possible. God, they should be sent to the Black Dolphin prison in Russia. Fucking God. All right, I think we got them all. I hope I hurt as many people's feelings as I could. I hope as many people judge me in a different light as possible. I hope every bit of the venom I put in my words hit every spot they were supposed to go to. Fuck. All right, let's have a good night, everyone.
Okay, we got a grieving family here for a police officer. They want to know what happened. They deserve to know what happened.
The interrogator refers to the grieving family in an attempt to play the morality and conscience cards on the suspect. The police officer that the detective mentioned is Lieutenant Deborah Clayton, 42. This brings us to the second half of Markeith's interrogation. If you were wondering why the tensions between Markeith and law enforcement have been especially high, well...
Let's talk about it, though. Scott, you remember how we talked about when I start calling out the pieces of shit? It's like their bird call. Chill, dude. Snow. Hope you had a great stream, man. Thanks for the raid. Oh, here he comes. It's my turn to come out of the woodwork. 3-4 month subs, 2-year followers, all flying in. Wait, Scott, go to Discord, man, because we gotta talk about how weird this is, man, just for a couple minutes, man. Wait, Scott, I just dragged you. Wait, that's not you. Fuck. Wait, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what just happened. Let's break it down as a community. That's what we do in here. Whenever I go over the top, how weird is some of my community, man?
You got a lot of them. You got a lot of weirdos.
Wait, bro. I'm saying, how does this? I'm saying I've never seen a channel like this. I've watched I've watched every chat. That's over 1,000 viewers on Twitch for at least a little bit.
It's the
I've never
5
seen
to 10 seconds of you saying their name that gives them that rush of dopamine that they're craving.
I'm saying, bro, can I tell you what amazes me? It does piss me off to see the new viewers sneak this and shit. But when I click on the names and I see 2-year plus followers, 1-year subs, 4-month subs, it's like, so were they just waiting for some other guy to be the elephant in the room to give them the courage to shit talk me? Were they were they waiting for their moment to strike?
Could be. It could just be, you know, peer pressure. You get guys like, you know, Carl was a good example of just
What up,
a very
Revival?
powerful sneak disser that, you know, has a bunch of followers.
Bro,
They
but
don't all
I'm saying,
think for themselves. You gotta understand.
I
that.
do
Some
understand.
of them,
that
they see the spam in the chat.
But
And
I'm not talking about the spam, but the guys
they don't know what to do with themselves.
like
and they
the
start
guy,
typing Z's and other things.
the guys that are perceiving a 2,000 concurrent viewer count on Twitch as not anything, or me asking them to go to a Discord. I'm saying, dude, I want to shove every bit of success I've ever gotten in my life down their throats to the point where they have nowhere to go. I'm saying I want to hurt their feelings. I want to break down how they won't be shit no matter what they do by a step-by-step basis.
Right. I totally understand
I
that.
truly
I feel that. You do that a lot.
fucking hate these people.
I know you do.
I can't even explain to you. I hate them more than I hate the people that sold my friends fentanyl.
I know.
I hate them. I actually do. I hate them with the passion. They all have the boring, dead Fortnite stream. They're all assholes. They're all here to drag me down, take their shot at me, and one day the chat will be big enough to where I won't see the comments. But until then,
but sometimes you look for them though, even when it's huge. Sometimes you know what I mean.
Yeah, like Hassan Abi will still pluck
You just
them
go,
out.
you go smoke hunting a lot.
Dude, but I'm saying the context is watching a video. What do I say or what do I do while I'm watching a video to make people turn on me so effortlessly?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't have an answer for that. The videos just make them come out.
The videos
the
just
fucking woodworks, dude. I don't know.
I'm saying, like, do they want me to play Fortnite so bad?
Yeah, a lot of them do. Honestly, a lot of them are just diseased as all
Or
hell.
like,
Just want
were they
Fortnite on the screen.
looking for their opening to take a shot at me?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's strength in numbers. So if you get a couple sneak dissers during a video, it's a lot easier for the ones that are not as bold to come out. You know what I mean? Just strategy, dude. There's levels to this shit. You know what I mean?
God, man.
It's a full-time job for a lot of these guys.
Dude, but I'm saying I'm saying to see some of their profile pictures, to know they're 22, 23 or older.
Yeah.
To process that's a real human being on the other end of the keyboard.
I know, that's what's crazy.
But to do it with nothing to your name.
But a lot of them just say it just for this, so that you go cause a scene, make a big deal about it, stop the stream.
But some of them aren't though. But
No,
some
not
of
all
them.
of
But
them,
I'm
but
saying,
some
but
do.
like the 4 or 5 guys that I banned, they weren't here for that. They weren't here for that reason. They genuinely were trying to take a pop shot at me. Like they thought they were better than me. They're not better than me. I'm better than their whole family. I don't want them to think that I'm not. I want it to be so clear that their way didn't work and my way worked. There's no confusion, and I want them to cry in tears. I don't even know. My brain can't even handle it.
Right, I know. Your tummy bumbles if you don't say anything. You just can't let it go. I know.
God, fucking damn it, man. Fucking hate all them bitches, man.
I know.
Do you see how
You gotta
boring
remember,
they
dude.
are?
It's
All
that's my
dead
point, dude. It's
Fortnite
like
streams,
exactly,
how-
dude. They're
dude,
fucking
how
retards.
stupid
Like,
are
who
they?
cares what they have to say? They don't, dude. Half the reason why these guys troll is because they're too stupid
how
to come
are
up with
they
anything
not-
better to
but-
say.
but
Like, they can't think of anything funny to say, so they just spam.
My
retard
thought
shit.
process is this though: how are they okay with being this stupid? How is no one telling them that this is fucking bizarre? And how are
Ignorance
they
is
okay
bliss,
with it?
dude.
It's just so weird. Every
is bliss.
time that I click on one of their names, I pull up a dead Fortnite stream, and it's a dime a
lot
dozen,
of
and they're
time,
all the
correct.
same.
Yes, a lot of them are the same.
What is? I'm saying that it like for me to pluck them out and to have the level of conversion rate that I have when I know it's a guaranteed asshole. I mean, it's astounding. It shouldn't even be what it is.
It is pretty crazy.
So I know I have accurate statistics, and I know what I have is real and tangible.
Right. Yeah, everyone does. So why do you care what these guys say?
Because, bro, that's a great point in question. Because they bothered me, and now my brain assessed it that was a threat.
I get that. I know. So you want to absolutely bury them because
yes.
they came at you for no reason.
Now I have to hurt their feelings, and that's
twice
it.
as hard.
Now I
get it.
have to.
know.
There's no other option.
But you understand, if you do that with everyone, you won't do anything at all. You'll just be wasting your time doing this shit, bitching, complaining, and yelling and fucking. You know what I mean? Which we can do. We do a lot of that, but I'm just saying.
Guys, no, the 20K was for the real sneak dissers who I know a lot of you guys are doing good in life and shit. That was for the fucking 5 assholes with the dead Fortnite streams, the dead personalities, the horrible family lives, the horrible everything. Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones I wanted to get in the Discord. Those are the ones I wanted to talk to, but I don't get that, do I? And then some of them type like they have a backbone, but then don't join. You bitch-ass motherfucker. You bitch. How come they're talking like they got a sack and then they don't even get in the fucking Discord? That also blows me the fuck away.
I mean, a lot of them are just scared to actually speak to another human. They don't know how to communicate. They can just type things on a keyboard.
Thank you, Giraffe. All right, man. I guess it's about it, man. I don't know. Fuck.
Do you feel better or not at all?
Yeah, Juicy Limit. So thank you for the 5 months, dude. I do feel better, bro, but I know another sneak diss might come out, man.
Oh, yeah. A whole bunch.
But I'm saying I can weed out, like, as you can see, I know who's trolling. I know who the bad trolls are. I can tell the ones. I'll tell you what sets me over. The long-term followers and subs, where it's like, why are they turning on me? It's like they were waiting for some
when it's
other
like
asshole.
an actual diss and it's like bullshit. Yeah, I know.
And then they side with the total asshole. So it's like you just sat here and watched me for a month straight, 2-3 months straight, to just wait for a random asshole to join the chat, and then you side with him.
Maybe they just got sick of your shit, dude. Maybe they liked you and you're like, you know, this guy complains too much, watches too many hood videos.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is it something? Is it something I did? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
God, man. All
right, back to the video, brother.
All right, guys. All right, I love you guys. GGs and plus vibes.
All right, I love you, homie.
You're right, Exotic Breeds. Get used to it. A lot less Fortnite coming to your face.
It's all about to become crystal clear.
All right, plus
After Marquis
vibes.
fled the scene of Sade and Ronald's shooting, police were working anxiously to track him down. But for a long time, they had no luck. Marquis had somehow managed to slip out of their grasp, and for all they knew, he could be anywhere at this point. Christmas comes and goes, the holiday only a reminder to Sade's loved ones of the happy times they were excited to spend with her, but now will never have the chance to. And then, on January 9th, 2017, at around 6:45 a.m., Marquis walks into a local Walmart.
Hey guys, and if it happens later or tomorrow, we'll do this again! I don't give a fuck! Be very clear, I will go to the pits of hell to prove my point. I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
Inside, he approaches a plainclothes loss prevention officer and asks if the store has a restroom other than the one at the front of the store. This was a red flag for the officer, as he suspected Marquis might be trying to conceal something in the bathroom. More than that, he observed that Marquis seemed to be tiptoeing and acting secretive. For someone on the run from the law like Marquis, it seems pretty risky to show your face in such a public and busy store. But
What's
maybe
up,
he was
tie
just
my noose,
desperate and running out of supplies. Maybe he figured that such an early morning visit
When
would
did I
safe,
know?
that he could get in and get out
2018.
without any trouble. What he didn't bet on, however, was Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton entering the store just 15 minutes after he did. As both parties did their shopping, they actually crossed paths a few times. And then at 7:11 a.m., the fugitive and the law woman were actually in the same checkout line, separated only by 2 customers, before Marquis
love,
chose
Graphia.
to leave this line and go to another to complete his transaction. Up to this point, nobody seemed to have any idea.
The super
of
toxic
Marquis'
ones? I mean, that was an on the
Although I'm
border
sure
one
he
right
must
there.
have been nervous to be so close to an officer. Clayton finished paying for her groceries and walked out of the store, and I can imagine Marquis breathed a sigh of relief that she hadn't recognized him. But this was just the calm before the storm. Another woman in the store had noticed that there was no cashier working one of the lines, and so she went to customer service to get an employee. As the 2 return, she notices that a man has since started waiting in that very line, and so she walks up to politely explain that
What
she
up,
had been
Cuban
there
girl?
first. But as soon as she lays eyes on Markeith's face, her pulse begins to race. She recognizes his true identity. Coincidentally, her cousin had apparently been married to Markeith, and although she herself hadn't spoken to the man before, she knows exactly who he is. Not only did she have that personal connection with Markeith, having seen him through Facebook pictures and videos, but by this point he had also been publicly named as a suspect in Sade's murder, and a news release had listed him as armed and dangerous. Sade's parents had even hosted a press conference outside their home to beg the community for help in finding their daughter's killer. As the harrowing realization dawns upon the woman, she snaps her head back down, saying to herself, "Oh that's him." The lady tried to keep calm while exiting the store, but as soon as she was out the door, she spotted Lieutenant Clayton and ran towards her where she was still putting her groceries into her car. The woman frantically alerted Deborah. "Ma'am,
Man, it felt good to talk all that shit. I hope I get to do it again soon, man. I live for that shit."
Hey, Birdman, quick question. When the power goes out, does Jamie just make you walk in front of her so she can use your pale ghost
What up,
light
Winston?
skin as a
Hi.
flashlight?
What's up? What's up, Carissa? How you
What
doing?
we know about what happened here comes from multiple witness accounts. They say Clayton approached Markeith as he was leaving the store.
What's
and
up?
told him
Love you
to
too,
stop
dude.
and
What's
to
up,
get
Miss
on the
Kitty?
ground.
How are you?
They claim that
What up,
Markeith
Energy
went
Club?
like he was going to run, and then turned around and pulled his gun out. Clayton made one final radio transmission. Foot pursuit, and then officers on the other end heard 3 gunshots followed by complete silence.
I'm doing
About 1
good.
minute
I'm at
later,
your house.
They received a call that an
What's
officer
up,
was
Big
down.
Trave? How you
One
doing,
Walmart
Big
employee
Trave? What's
claims
up,
to have
dude?
witnessed the entire scene.
Gotta sleep. Good night,
She
dude.
says she had just clocked out when she noticed the concerned shopper approaching Lieutenant Clayton about Markeith's presence. She could do nothing but watch as the situation intensified in the blink of an eye. She says she found herself sitting by Clayton's side and praying for her as she bled out on the ground from 4 gunshot wounds. This employee alleges that Markeith walked up to Clayton after she fell and shot her some more, even though she laments he could have fled after landing a bullet in her hip. This witness later lamented, "He wanted to finish her off. He just has hatred in his heart. I'm sorry." According to this woman, Markeith calmly turned around, walked to his car, started it up, and took off as Clayton lay taking her final breaths. Additional officers arrived within 28 seconds, but it was too late. Clayton was down, and Markeith was gone.
You know Sergeant Clayton was good people, okay?
I don't know her.
You know what she is.
Once it's revealed that Markeith shot and killed a fellow officer, the earlier behavior of the officers makes sense. Police form a brotherhood or sisterhood with each other, and when one of them is
What's up,
shot,
Alex?
the
Energy
case is
Collabs,
personal to
Brainstorm Vision. Thanks for
Conversely,
following.
cop killers are often looked up to on the streets and in prison.
You guys went to the same school. You guys came from the same neighborhood. You know she was good people. Tell us what happened with her. Did she draw down on you first? What happened?
Y'all know she drew down on me first.
The interrogator returns to trying to get Markeith's account of events as per Peace Step 3.
No, we don't. You're the only one there. Tell us what happened.
Man, y'all know
she draw down, and did she fire the first shot at you?
The officers proposed that the sergeant drew down on him first to get him to discuss the shooting and give him a false sense of justification for his actions.
Y'all know she draw down on me first.
Why is she shooting at you?
In front of everybody. That wasn't professional. If I was supposed to all start.
You're on the run for a murder. Talking about she drew down on me first. This guy is so dumb.
Markeith is.
Why was he even paroled? A guy like this should not be paroled. What is wrong with our justice system? He should never have been out. He should never have been out, and this crime never would have happened. So weird.
Trying to shift blame from himself onto Lieutenant
God,
Clayton.
so
when he
tired
says
of
that she should have waited
assholes
for
getting
backup and that she
fucking
wasn't being professional. He's failing to take
XQC's
responsibility
toenail?
for his actions.
So she came.
Y'all really have never seen anyone before XQC bite a toenail?
For what? What'd she do when she came at you?
Who had a gun on? Y'all know she came at me.
Okay, we didn't know that she pulled a gun first. This is what kind of stuff we need to know.
Vernon, thanks for the bits, dude.
CPR was performed on the fallen
Do a
officer,
dab?
and she was
I
quickly
got no
transported to
vitamins
the
in my
hospital.
body.
About 5 minutes later, the Orange County Sheriff's Office captain sees a vehicle matching the description of Markeith's and follows it into an apartment complex, where Markeith allegedly steps out of the dark
I'm getting
car
old.
and
Dude, I'm
fires
on
2
no
shots
sleep right now,
towards
bro.
the officer's unmarked Ford Explorer.
Streamed
Nobody was
15
harmed,
hours
but 3 minutes
earlier.
later, a man called 911 to report that a man believed to be Markeith had carjacked him at gunpoint and then driven his vehicle through a fence. 10 minutes after that call, Clayton was pronounced dead. After 17 years in service at the Orlando Police Department, her career came down to those pivotal few seconds where her life was tragically cut short far too soon. Unfortunately, before the Orlando PD had even had time to process their beloved comrade's passing,
you're scared to death?
Casualty in this.
I mean, dude.
When just before 10 a.m., a motorcycle
just gotta live your life, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Markeith was fatally struck by a van. That morning, 17 schools in the county were placed on lockdown as the chaos unfolded. A news conference is held alerting the public of the deaths and the search for Markeith.
I've been going hard the last 4 days, bro.
Worst in his career, and the award for information leading to Markeith's arrest is increased to $60,000. Authorities focus their search on an apartment complex.
I'd rather sit here and do this than not be live, though. I don't know.
And even armed SWAT members. But eventually, they have to call it off and let residents back into their homes, as Markeith is nowhere to be found. It turns out that Markeith was very active on his internet accounts, often sharing updates of his daily life, including a Facebook Live video in November with Sade, where the couple rubbed her pregnant belly and talked about the baby kicking. The pair posted lots of videos together, documenting trips to the mall, OBGYN visits, or home cooking sessions. But the inflammatory statuses that the detectives are most interested in include one from 2 weeks before Sade's death, when Markeith posted, "Goes to be on America's Most Wanted." He also shared another update just a couple of days before Sade would die at his hands. This one read, "Orlando, Florida, when you talk about street legends, mention me." The couple also broadcasted a Facebook live stream where Sade recorded as the two were pulled over in a traffic stop. Markeith was let go with a warning, but he and Sade went on to make jokes about killing the officer. Just an interesting side note, Markeith's then 19-year-old son was actually behind bars at this time, and during a visit with his mother, he found out about his dad's situation.
My daddy was on the news. For what?
Oh, I can't believe his son's in jail. I never saw that coming. Truly a plot twist to this story.
Police too. He killed the police too? Yesterday. Yesterday? I knew he was gonna start doing that. Where? Walmart. He got away? Yes. Figured that too. He just can't kill the police in Walmart. He gotta do it smarter than that.
Yeah, you're such a smart criminal, man. How smart, dummy? Are you in jail literally right fucking now? Hey, yo, Markeith's son, dude, let's go commit a violent crime and get caught immediately. You down, dummy?
I got kicked out of school when he got out of jail and everything. I ain't gonna blame him for that.
It's sad to see that the boy was already going down a similarly bad path in life. Meanwhile, after another fruitless search and the FBI Most Wanted Twitter account posting Markeith's photo for the world to see, the reward in this case was raised to $100,000, which is the biggest reward Crime Line has ever received. 3 people are arrested in connection with the search, believed to be accomplices who helped Markeith in some way or know information about his whereabouts. Police scour more than 100 locations and expand the search to a neighboring county where Markeith has family. They start receiving tips that he may have shaved his head, and so they release a digitally altered picture of him to cover all their bases. On January 17th, Markeith is added to the U.S. Marshals 15 Most Wanted list. Everyone can feel that this hunt is reaching a climax, and it is later that very same evening they find him. It wasn't a tip that led investigators to Markeith, though. It was his phone. They were able to trace him through pings when he texted people. He's all alone at an abandoned house in Carver Shores. Police aren't sure how long he was hiding out there. When they first arrive, Markeith tries to sneak out through a sliding glass door, but is met with Orlando police officers. He was observed dropping 2 handguns from the window as commanded by law enforcement. He then complied with further instructions and crawled on his stomach from the entry door to awaiting officers, where he was placed under arrest. Lloyd was wearing an American Body Armor Level 3A bullet-resistant vest at the time of his arrest, rated to stop all handgun ammunition commonly used by law enforcement. A helicopter captured this harrowing footage of those tense moments. Even though officers had a million things on their mind at this point, there was one specific thing they made sure to do during this long-awaited arrest. Remember when the man in the interrogation footage asked if Deborah's cuffs were on Markeith? They indeed were. Orlando Police Chief John Mina explained that this is a tradition in law enforcement that goes back many years, and putting the handcuffs of a fallen officer on the criminal they were killed trying to catch is significant to the family as well as the colleagues of the deceased officer. Many people have inferred that this is one of the reasons why the officers around Markeith before and during his interrogation seemed so reluctant to loosen his cuffs, and it's not hard to see why that would be exactly the case. However, did law enforcement let their anger over Deborah's death go too far? What we'll discuss next has become one of the most controversial points of this case. Markeith claims that the officers beat him up during the arrest. In the helicopter video, we can see what appears to be an officer kicking Markeith in the head while he's on the ground before the video rapidly pans away. The way that Markeith may have been treated by police when he was arrested could have contributed to his unwillingness to cooperate with the detectives when he is being questioned. We can also observe in the interrogation footage how incredibly roughed up Markeith is, and he repeatedly brings up the fact that he doesn't want to cooperate with the police after they allegedly beat him up.
She pulled a gun on you, then what?
Man, I need to rest. I need to be better, man.
This is your opportunity. Markeith, this is your opportunity. Everyone's been saying all these things about you. This is your opportunity to set the story straight.
I just talk to y'all because I ain't tripping.
Well, okay, well, if you ain't tripping, man, it's like this, man.
No, because y'all don't fuck me up.
Markeith, we are not the ones that messed you up, okay? We're the ones giving you the opportunity to tell the truth about what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton.
No, Markeith, let me ask you this.
Trying to talk on part
okay,
of them by
Markeith,
we shot it down and let her turn me in.
Markeith, check me out. No, Markeith, check me out. You worry about how you feeling right now, okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day.
They're playing the guilty conscience / morality card again. The death of the unborn child. He is trying to evoke remorse for Markeith in order to get a clear admission of guilt.
So you worry about you, that's gonna heal. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead. If Sade deserved it, then you tell me she deserved it.
I got a hole so big in my mouth.
But you cannot tell me that Sergeant Clayton deserved what happened to her. You're tired, I know that. You've been running for a long time. You're not eating right, you're not sleeping right.
Then they locked my family, my people down. Somebody helping me. I'm about trying to buy my own food out of Walmart.
Well, that's what they said.
Let's listen, Markeith, this is about getting the truth out right now as to what happened between you and Sergeant Clayton, okay? We need to know if Sergeant Clayton pulled that gun on you first. We need to know if you felt threatened, if you did what you had to do. Tell us what happened.
Yes, she put a gun on.
The officer again says, "We need to know if you did what you had to do," in reference to shooting the sergeant. He's trying to once again get Markeith to talk by making it seem like he had justification. In reality, even if the sergeant pulled a gun on him first or threatened him, she had cause to do so, and him shooting her in this instance has no legal defense. Florida statute, section 776.051, provides the law relating to use of force in resisting an arrest. A person is not justified in the use or threatened use of force to resist an arrest by a law enforcement officer, or to resist a law enforcement officer who is engaged in the execution of a legal duty, if the law enforcement officer is acting in good faith, and he or she is known or reasonably appears to be a law enforcement officer.
Did she threaten you? And is that why you did what you had to do? So tell us what happened. If you're threatened, tell us what happened.
The interrogator shifts back to read step 2 here, shifting the blame away from the suspect directly in the hopes that this will encourage him to talk.
Man, I ain't got to talk, man. I'll talk to my lawyer and let him talk to y'all.
Again, Markeith invokes his right to an attorney. The police continue to question him despite his unequivocal invocation. The statements he makes are at risk of being inadmissible.
When exactly were you being threatened? This is your opportunity, Markeith.
This ain't my opportunity. You don't see me. You don't see my blood over here.
That blood will heal. Those wounds are going to heal. Okay?
Ain't no nigga, I can't even open my eye.
That will heal. All of that is going to heal. What happened with Sergeant Clayton, that's a whole different story. Okay? Did she come at you and threaten you? Did you have to do what you had to do? Tell us why you did what you did. Was she threatening you when she was on the ground? when she's on her back and you're shooting her, were you feeling threatened?
She was shooting the whole time.
She's shooting at you while she's on her back?
She was shooting.
How can she shoot at you from her back?
I'm on the ground and shoot from the ground too. They're on the ground on me and shit.
Okay, so she's on her back, she's shooting at you. Is that why you're shooting at her? Is that why?
The interrogator is not getting answers to his questions. All of the questions so far are leading questions. In other words, attempting to lead the suspect towards a given answer that the interrogators want to hear.
Man, y'all give me some medical attention.
Markeith, these are simple questions. She's on her back shooting at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. And I ain't got
Tell us what's happening when she's on her back shooting at you. Tell us what's happening from there. Is that why you shot at her while she's on her back?
I ain't posed nobody. I ain't did shit nobody.
She's shot. She's on her back while she's being shot, Markeith. There's only one reason why you're doing this. Okay?
Defending myself.
You're defending yourself against her? Why didn't you just run? You had the opportunity to run. You had the opportunity to fight.
No,
you had all kinds of opportunities. You chose to shoot. Why did you choose to shoot?
I had no opportunity to run.
You telling me you can't outrun her? You can't outrun a female with 30, 40 pounds of gear on her? You're going to try and tell us you couldn't outrun her? Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
When the interrogator asks, why did you choose to shoot instead of run? This is a great question because it goes to intent to commit the crime and would play a meaningful role in whether the crime is viewed as premeditated as opposed to something lesser, like manslaughter.
Markeith, why did you choose to shoot instead of run?
I ain't shooting none. Why she choose to approach me instead of follow the car? When people standing out, she put all on.
What difference would it have made whether she approaches you or 10 police officers shoot you?
It would have made a difference because the car would have been surrounded and the situation could have came out.
You saying you can't help yourself and that's why you had to shoot?
Man, you saying that now?
Then tell us what happened. You're not telling us anything.
Now we're finna finish talking because you're trying to put words.
No. Tell us what happened. That's the question.
The interrogator starts to put pressure on Markeith in a way that would make him feel like if he doesn't speak up for himself and tell his version of the story, then someone else will fill in the holes for him. He's still deep in the read technique. Markeith doesn't budge.
Man, y'all need some.
She came up, she came to talk to you. You pulled a gun. You had the opportunity. Then tell us. We don't know.
That's a damn lie.
Then tell us what happened.
I gotta tell you because now you're trying to put words in my goddamn
I'm trying to ask you to put your own words out there.
I ain't trying to put words in my mouth.
Just like you chose to shoot, just instead of run, just like you chose to shoot instead of fight. You obviously can't run, you can't shoot, you can't fight.
All right, well, what you talking for then?
Then tell us what happened, Markeith.
You say the insult, brother.
All right, Markeith, let me ask you this, man. If you start me, look, okay, we're gonna get you medical attention. Coming, get medical attention, okay?
It doesn't appear that the interrogator is actually motioning to any real people back there. Likely, he is just faking it to appease Markeith.
All right. Start me from the morning. What happened from the morning? As soon as you went in there, hear me out. As soon as you went in there to buy your food, what happened? Tell me your story in your own words, from the beginning to the end. And then we don't have to put any words in your mouth.
The officer tries once again to establish trust and a timeline here, and gives the suspect a chance to start from the beginning, to tell them what happened in his own words.
Markeith, you went to Walmart.
All y'all been doing is lying. I ain't trying to talk. All y'all been doing is lying. Y'all, a lot of people talking they help me. How the fuck they helping me? I'm in Walmart buying my own damn food.
Tell your story then. You went to buy your own food.
Because y'all know they went because y'all made up.
Then you tell me the story.
Y'all making up shit, bro.
I don't have to make up anything if you tell me the story.
Markeith, we either hear it from you or we hear it from the people that saw what you did. We hear it from you, or we have to just basically see what the video says. All that's saying one thing. Here's your opportunity to say what happened. Where you coming from?
I need medical attention. I can't.
Medical attention is coming.
I can't open my eye. Ain't no medical attention coming. Y'all bullshit. Why they can't yet?
The officers display their true disdain for the suspect here, and clearly aren't concerned whatsoever about his physical well-being. This is not surprising, knowing that he shot one of their own, and also because the injuries were sustained while being arrested by their colleagues.
Y'all been saying that, come on, man.
You don't need to open your eyes, Markeith. You need to open your mouth.
No.
Okay?
You fuck out my motherfucking face, don't know about your business. I don't need to open my eye and open my mouth. What do you think you talking to, brother?
The pushy and straightforward approach got a rise out of Markeith, but will it get detectives any closer to their goal?
Markeith, this is the opportunity that we're talking about. This is the interaction you obviously had with Sergeant Clayton. Sergeant Clayton attempted to do the right thing with you, and you chose to do what you did.
Don't know about your business, brother.
She tried to do the right thing, you did what you did.
You said what you wanted to say, don't know about your business, brother.
Until we hear different, we gotta go with what everyone's telling us. We gotta see that basically you gunned her down for no reason. You gunned down a police officer because basically you're too scared to run.
Don't know about your business, brother.
In this case, it seems that provoking Markeith has only caused him to shut down completely. The interrogator reverts back to read step 1.
Until we hear different from you, that's the only option we see out there.